In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get away with this.
No! Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 985. We're here doing it live once again. Got Jeff Holiday, and we were supposed to have Hannibal and Monty. They're not here yet. At least one of them will show up.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully so.
We got good word that
so.
at least one of them will show up.
We would ask that all of you...
I'm here with my dick in my hand waiting for Hannibal and Monty. They're not here. I'm so upset.
Everybody here, please like the stream. Make sure you're still subscribed, and if you're not already, if you didn't subscribe before, do it now. It would be great to finally have a month where we're not in the red for subs, and trending so far this month we're not.
Subscribe.
So that would be helpful. That'd be really great. So like and subscribe, as they say. Also, sign up, $50 patrons or more during this month. If you sign up, we will send you this shirt sometime next month.
Poop.
The poot shirt. Do it.
That's
sign
a good
up.
shirt.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Damn good shirt.
Yeah.
Somebody recently sent me Cobra's music. He did an album.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he's done a few.
Yeah. And they randomly sent it to me, and they're like, "Dude, it's transformative. It's like the Neil Breen of music."
No.
I don't know. And I listened to it, and it was you know what? I've never made an album, so I'm not gonna throw any shade. It was an album. He made an album. Good for you, Cobra.
I have made an album. I've made multiple albums. And poop.
Whoa,
Coop car. Cheers.
Coop car.
Thank you, Coop.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
That helps out tremendously.
Always. And I will say, having made multiple albums, that Cobes is one of the greatest artists of our time.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. He's like the white Kanye.
You know when you're a kid and you get some poo on your finger when you're in the bathroom and you start finger painting on the walls?
No.
Cobes is like the musical equivalent of that artistry.
Okay. All right.
Very, very natural, basic, youthful exuberance.
It is very basic. You know, there's a lot of emotion he puts into his music. I'll put it that way. There's a lot of emotion. Probably a lot of it, maybe 80%, should probably just be kept to himself. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, music is about expression, so good for him.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to get into the news segment, so we're going to start off with that right now. Here it is.
He taught me, sir, and got me so human.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will.
The first news article is about how good the latest Cobra Kai season was, right?
No, it's not.
Dude, it was fucking amazing. Amazing. Cobra Kai never dies. Holy shit.
I gotta get into that show. I want to apologize to all the poop finger artists out there that I may have offended. I didn't realize that I would trigger so many of you, and I don't want you guys poking around me and wiping your dirty fingers on anything I have, so stay away.
Right.
What do we got today? We got some Fuentes news.
Yeah, there's a few things I wanted to play before we got into that. You know his buddy? His name is Dalton Felter, whatever it is. you know, he's the guy that goes on Omegle. He's
that dork.
Yeah. Someone unearthed like some goofy high school video of him that he did. It's really short.
What's his name?
Dalton Felter.
That sounds...
Okay, hang on. Look, I gotta be honest with you. Like, I got bullied up until like middle school, and then I was too stoned to give a shit if anybody gave a shit about me or anything like that. I've never been a bully when I was in school. But if a dude had a name like Dalton Cuckfeather or whatever the fuck his name is, like I don't think I could help it. Like that's a bad name. That is a bad name.
Yeah, watch what he did too. This is the guy that goes on Omegle, and when random girls pop up, he's like, "What's up, you ugly bitch?"
Obviously.
The guy in the middle.
Yeah. He's got deep-seated man issues. He thought he would be top-tier, gay-for-pay Broadway star, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda took all his jarbs and gave them to people of color. You know how many people in Hamilton were people of color playing white folks? They race washed those white folks, and they could have been Dalton Hardcock's fucking contemporaries, but no, those jobs went to people of color, and he's angered.
I get the idea that Felton Fuckwhistle here, like, you know, he comes from a certain era. A certain like sort of thing that maybe kind of like made him feel emasculated. But like, I gotta be honest, I was at a play where they put me in a giant parrot costume and I had to like flap around and act like a fucking idiot. And I don't go and abuse women. Like, so I don't think him being a theater kid has anything to do with it.
No, it's just hilarious given the context of how he behaves today.
I played Sun Bear, and it was all women other than myself in this play. I played the Sun Bear, the only man. And I don't go around hating on women unless they consent to it.
I don't know. Clayton Piss Whistle here is just not impressing me with his fucking his lesbianism.
He wanted to grow up and be one of the fucking doodle bops, and instead he's Crybaby Fuentes number 2.
He is basically Crybaby Fuentes number 2.
Because the doodle bops wouldn't take him.
Here's another clip before we get into the actual Nick Fuentes stuff. And everyone like the stream, please. Let's get over 100 likes.
Last Man says dancing is cool, to be honest. That's true. Dancing is cool. But not being a dancer doesn't make you cool. Like, dancing is cool. This guy's not cool. He happens to dance. He's not cool.
Yeah. The reason why this is relevant is that dancing allows for a certain amount of vulnerability. Like, and it's true. It's 100% true. Even if you're like the most alpha shad male motherfucker, just being able to like expressively fucking dance is not necessarily considered a masculine trait. It's considered being able to be vulnerable and put something out there and like grip the crowd. Whereas like his behavior these days is some incredible fragility. Like it's pretty fucking pathetic.
Yeah, Colton Pissboner needs to go back to dancing.
I wanted to show you guys this next clip of Tim Pool grilling the guy who's the head of the new Getter platform.
It's like Twitter for the canceled, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Say for the fact that if you're out there trying to organize,
is this Alex Jones?
That not even just the media,
in a wig?
Many people who've self-identified.
So Nick Fuentes posted a video of himself getting banned from Getter multiple times, over and over again. He'd make a new account and he'd get banned again, and then he'd make another account. So that's what this is in reference to. And for some reason, Tim Pool is offended by this, even though Tim Pool has agreed that he doesn't want to have Nick Fuentes on his show.
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Shet Lemon. This looks like Asterios' dad.
Indeed.
Well, Getter's supposed to be a platform for free speech. So, like, I see Tim Pool's point here. If Getter wants to claim they're going to be a platform for free speech, they can't go banning people who they don't agree with, right? That's the selling point, is that they're going to allow you to be a piece of shit. What's up, Monty?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, Jeff? I didn't know you were here.
Hell yeah.
See you, buddy. Good to see you.
Of that group or part of that ideology.
Bro, I don't think you got an argument here, man. This sounds like complete bullshit. I don't think you know anything about this group. As I got to be honest, I don't either. But this just...
I don't know anything about the thing. I don't think you know anything about the thing that I don't know anything about.
Can we just replay the last 5 seconds of what that guy said and go into that line from Tim Pool?
Save for the fact that if you're out there trying to organize and collect with a group, that I don't even think just the media. I mean, you look at many people who've self-ID'd as being part of that group or part of that ideology.
Bro, I don't think you got an argument here, man. This sounds like complete bullshit. I don't think you know anything about this group. As I got to be honest.
I think he sees where this is going, and all of the kudos from the far right that Nick Fuentes is getting. He's kind of being martyred in a way, which we'll get into. And Tim Pool's going to slide even further that way. He was selling food buckets for the revolution 2 years ago.
He was calling for the red wave with Trump. He was like, 100% red wave. Every state's going to be red. Maybe you'll keep Hawaii. Maybe it'll be blue Hawaii.
I don't either, but this is just
talking. What is that in his background?
A sword and a gun and a guitar.
Yeah.
In circles. I've not listened to Nick Fuentes. I don't know a lot about him. I know that he's been banned across the board. I know that he's had trouble getting on planes. I can hear what his fans are saying, but I don't know. Maybe they're just lying because they want to support him.
That is bullshit.
There's no way he doesn't know who Nick Fuentes is and what he talks about.
100% fucking bullshit. Tim Pool knows exactly who the fuck who the fuck Nick Fuentes is. 100%. He knows everything about what Nick Fuentes is fucking doing. This is a common fucking thing, dude. Like that we did this shit back in the day.
Took his identity.
He's the Kirby.
Dude, I agree.
Kirby got Asterios.
It was a common tactic that we did back in the days, like the anti-SCW sort of thing, and be like, well, I don't really know a whole lot about the guy, like You're trying to play damage control. It's bullshit.
Yeah, this is Nicholas J. Fuentes. He is in the political sphere, and Tim Pool, if you don't know everything there is to know about Nicholas J. Fuentes, that's a failure on your part.
Not even everything. Yeah. He claims to not know anything.
He should know literally everything
he
about
knows
Nicholas.
what his followers say. Did you hear he said he knows what his followers say?
Maybe they're lying. Maybe they're lying.
But he doesn't. Well, how did he hear what his followers are saying and not hear what Nick is saying?
Aren't you supposed to be an investigative political journalist?
Right.
Did Tim Pool walk away from that to become the alt-right H3H3? Is that his new gig? Does he just talk about topics out of his ass for the alt-right to balance
Pretty
out?
much.
Does he have a healer to run everything for him?
I really don't know.
Is he about to put out a fucking clothing line?
It's really difficult for me to be like, to understand exactly what he did wrong. The issue for me is when I ask you, you don't seem to know either.
No, I think
all you said is that he posted, who else here is a Groyper? I'm like, well, it's a Groyper.
Tell me you have the Final Fantasy VII Italian Senate news story queued up for tonight.
Yeah, of course, Magicus. Why wouldn't we? What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
You don't know. You just read it in the media and said something bad about it. Is that justification? For me, I got no idea. Like,
How can he have no idea? That's a gross admitting to negligence. If he has no idea about anything Nick Fuentes stands for, in the sphere that Tim Pool is in, he should know everything there is. He should be able to have a 100% confident answer for these claims, not say, I'm sure what you're saying sounds like bullshit, even though I'm going to respond with bullshit because I also know nothing about what I'm claiming you know nothing about.
It's weird that his default position on something he knows nothing about is to defend it.
Exactly.
Too. That's the weird thing.
My guy should put
I'll be like, I don't know. I can't defend it or attack it. I don't know.
He should put a Catboy Cammy dildo on the back of his wall there next to his guitar if he's going to go this hard.
I don't understand why we're trying to figure out why this dude's breath smells like shit.
Feels good. Sam Hyde is already the alt-right H3H3. Sam Hyde's not. Sam Hyde's not the alt-right H3H3.
On and be like, look, Nick Fuentes said this, and he said this, and you got to understand, we did research on Groypers and found this, but you don't even have that.
Look, and I'm going to say on this that you're not going to make everyone happy when you're running a social media platform, and people are going to have different opinions. So your opinion might be that, hey, that's BS. there are other people who are going to say, look, these guys are making sure that this is a safe platform and we respect what they're doing. They're giving us that ability to have that political free speech. And look, we might just disagree on this.
Okay, so look, Getter is a safe space, all right? Getter is a safe space where you don't have to worry about those spooky groypers. Like, okay, I've been saying this for fucking ever, and I mean it 100%. The moment that you make a social media platform based around politics, it's fucked. It's not gonna fucking work. You started with the first one was with Gab, and the reason why it's fucked is because it's entirely politically inclined, and it's run by a fucking psychopath like Torba, and they banned fucking porn because Torba has a bunch of issues with porn, probably because his mom is a porn star. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just gonna say it is. Parler, Getter, all of these fucking things, like all of them are intentionally politically motivated. They're not motivated about being a social media platform. They're motivated around owning the libs. That's why. And that's why they fucking fail.
Yeah.
So Nick Fuentes was issued a subpoena by the January 6th committee. Here is the actual subpoena that was sent to him. If we want to take a look at it here.
My camera keeps zooming in and out. Why do you keep doing that?
I think it's...
I'll fix it. I
think it's that Microsoft bought Blizzard. So Skype is having some
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's the new Blizzard technology.
I'm drawing aggro in the dungeon right now, guys.
Yeah. This is addressed to Nicholas J. Fuentes from the 117th Congress Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. January 19th, 2022. We got Liz Cheney saying this, Adam Kinzinger, Jamie Baskin, Stephanie Murphy, Pete Aguilar, Adam Schiff, Zoe Lofgren. These are the chair people or whatever on the committee. So they're writing this because they want to subpoena Nick for questioning.
Yeah, the good stuff is the second paragraph.
Let's get through the Dear Mr. Fuentes, la-da-da-da-da-da, we're subpoenaing you on this date and time. The Select Committee is investigating the facts, circumstances, and causes of the January 6th attack and issues relating to the peaceful transfer of power in order to identify and evaluate lessons learned and to recommend to the House and its relevant committees corrective laws, politics, procedures, rules, or regulations. The inquiry includes examination of how various individuals and entities coordinated their activities leading up to the events of January 6, 2021, as well as the influencing factors that fomented such an attack on American representative democracy while engaged in constitutional process. The investigation and public reports have revealed credible evidence of your involvement and the involvement of individuals affiliated with the America First or Groyper movement, which you lead.
What's a Groyper?
A Groyper is
there are people who refer to themselves as Groypers, which are basically followers of Nick Fuentes, but a Groyper's like a weird Pepe meme type, right?
No,
it's not?
No. This is what a Groyper is. A Groyper is what they decided that they were going to identify as once I made Kekistan so fucking cringe nobody wanted to touch Pepe anymore. You're welcome.
Okay. Something like that.
These are the disciples, the children of Kek. Groypers are the children of Kek. Prior to January 6th, you repeatedly advanced efforts to challenge the legitimacy of the 2020 presidential election. For example, on November 11th, 2020, you organized a Stop the Steal rally at the Michigan State Capitol. You told the crowd they should rally at state capitals every day and said conservatives should be more feral in their tactics to overturn the election. Okay. So he's inciting that they become uncivilized.
Yes. Feral
in their tactics to overturn the election. According to a post you published on Telegram on November 9th, 2020, you also spoke at another... is there another page?
Yes.
You also spoke at another rally at the Wisconsin State Capitol on November 10th, 2020. In the same post, you promised, Groypers are going to stop this coup.
Come on, Groyper, show up.
On November 14th, 2020, you rallied with America First Groyper followers at the Million MAGA March in Washington, D.C., urging your followers to storm every state capital until January 20th, 2021, until President Trump is inaugurated for 4 more years. You were also a prominent figure at Stop the Steal rallies in Atlanta, Georgia, on or around November 19th, 2020, alongside featured speakers such as Alex Jones and Ali Alexander, inside and outside the state capitol, where you discussed potential actions, including showing up outside the homes of politicians. On December 12th, 2020, you spoke to a crowd of supporters at the Stop the Steal events in Washington, D.C., calling for the destruction of the Republican Party for failing to overturn the election.
Yeah, so that means the Republicans on the committee, he's not going to be protected by them either. So everyone on the committee is not going to be a fan of Nick Fuentes. He's too far right for the mainstream conservatives. There's a few, but none of them are like, there are a few that Nick Fuentes aligned himself with, a few actual politicians, but I don't believe any of them are on the committee. So,
yeah, fuck. All right, dude.
This is wild.
On January 6th, 2021, you rallied with your followers outside the Capitol. You called on your followers to continue occupying the Capitol until the election results were overturned and proclaimed a glorious day on your Twitter. Photos and videos taken January 6th appear to...
Yeah, I'll move to the next one.
They appear to show America First followers in the Capitol.
Yeah.
The next day, you wrote on Twitter, the Capitol siege was forking awesome, and I'm not going to pretend it wasn't.
Yeah, and in the last episode when we were on with Dylan, I said I hope Nick Fuentes gets held accountable in some way for this.
Sure.
And then the very next day they announced this.
You should start wishing for things nice for me. Like, I hope Billy the Fridge gets a private jet. I'll let you ride on it with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna wish that my camera stops zooming in randomly over and over again.
It's some weird. Cool. It's some weird Skype.
No, it's OBS stuff.
I keep doing it
because it didn't. There, I fixed it. It's
Are we
fixed.
extreme close-upping? Or
I don't know. It's only happening with yours.
Well, last time Monty was on, his camera was going in and out too.
That's because his window wasn't set up yet, so it was getting big and small. His isn't getting bigger or smaller; it is zooming in and zooming out.
True.
It's different. It's a totally different thing.
This is like when I send a dick pic. I just close up on the head.
So
I should set up a scene so I can do that.
The next part is where they confiscated his money that was sent to him through Bitcoin.
This says less than a month before the Capitol attack, you reportedly received a large donation of Bitcoin worth more than $250,000 that the Federal Bureau of Investigation is reportedly scrutinizing to assess whether the money was linked to the Capitol attack or otherwise used to fund illegal acts. The Select Committee seeks documents regarding these and other matters that are within the scope of the Select Committee's inquiry. On November 17, 2021, your attorneys informed Select Committee staff that you declined the Select Committee's request to testify and submit documents voluntarily. A copy of the rules governing Select Committee depositions and document production definitions and instructions are attached. Please contact staff for the Select Committee to arrange for the production of documents. Yeah. So this... The FBI have seized the $250K in Bitcoin, or does it say they seized it, or that it's under scrutiny?
I think it said they seized it.
They seized it.
Okay.
Yeah, or at least he claims it was taken. Let me. So this is the stream that Nick Fuentes did last night, right after the news broke.
Good evening, everybody. You are watching America First. My name is Nicholas J. Fuentes. Real
quick, pause. Why does he look like young Ron Jeremy right now?
Oh, yeah.
I would say he's got a Freddie Mercury mustache.
All right, yeah, Freddie Mercury. That still leads into young John.
A great show for you tonight. Very excited to be back with you here tonight on Wednesday. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Lots to get into. Sort of a big day. Sort of a big day for America First, Nick Fuentes, the Groypers. Our featured story tonight is about the subpoena of a very important U.S. patriot. His name is Nicholas J. Fuentes, and I'm sure you've all seen it. You've all heard about it.
Not Tim Pool. Tim Pool has no idea. He's only heard what supposedly the fans have said, and they could be lying.
It could be. Yeah, they could be.
Yes, tonight, our featured story, we'll be talking about how I have been subpoenaed by the U.S. Congress, specifically the U.S. House Select Committee, investigating January 6th. I was subpoenaed this afternoon in order to turn over documents pertaining to January 6th, what we call Patriot Day, U.S. Patriot Day.
What? Is that what we call it?
That's what he calls it. Now there's three
That's what
Jeffs.
we call it? Shit.
Patriot Day.
Okay.
Weird.
Oh, shit.
As well as testify about my involvement.
Oh.
And so we'll go into what it is they want from me. We'll go into the subpoena. I'll read to you the press. It's been all over the news today. New York Times, Politico, USA Today, The Hill. It's everywhere. So we'll talk about that tonight, and I'll give you my thoughts on that within the bounds of what I'm even allowed to discuss. I think my lawyer might be watching. I hope that I don't upset him. But we're going to try and keep it, I don't want to get myself in any more trouble.
He's going to.
Yeah, shouldn't he just not talk about it at all?
He should not talk about it.
Yeah.
If he can be held in contempt if he lies or if he acts like a fool, if he memes in front of Congress. I don't know.
It's like one of those things of like, say even if you have like a civil lawsuit, right? Like there's an argument over like, a few $1,000s because of some like a tree limb fell in your yard. Your lawyer is going to be like, don't fucking talk about this in public. Don't say anything. We got to deal with this in the fucking court. This is sedition. This is treason, you stupid
Seriously though, y'all, is this a white people thing? Because I know niggas get some shit like this.
Yeah.
And we will talk in private with our boys like, I don't know what to do about this, but we'll be cool in public.
Right. You
don't but then you'll post
shit in public. You keep your fucking mouth shut.
But no, because you'll see all those people that are drug dealers. They'll have their money stacked on their bed and their Instagram photos. That's some hood shit. That's some hood shit to self-snitch.
This shit is addressed. Stop and look, I'm going to say it right now. To all the black people in the audience, if you're into some shady shit, you're not safe on social media. Don't post your crimes.
Stop flexing.
Don't post your
Stop
crime.
flexing your cash and your guns and your new shit. Stop
Just
stop
go to
flexing.
your boy's house. Go to your boy's house and tell him what you got.
It's definitely not a race issue here. It's just it's an issue where people can't help but hang themselves.
Just do not start up a fucking live stream and be like, so this one time I tried to overthrow the government. Bad idea.
Should be a pretty good show. It's been a long
DJ
time.
Chris Brock says Billy thinks every black guy is a mumble rapper. And are we supposed to assume every white guy is Nick Fuentes? Fuck you. There's dumb people on every circle.
Something cool.
You know what I'm going to do? 2022, I'm going to absolve social bullshit. I'm absolving it all. I'm gonna mansplain my way through all this race segregation, mental segregation. We keep tearing each other further and further from here at the heart.
Hey, look, Billy, do it. Zebra effect, brother.
Let's go.
Zebra effect.
Something cool involving me. Maybe we'll get war with Russia. That would be exciting. I don't want that to happen, but it would be interesting to cover on this show, I'm not going to lie, because it's been very boring and slow in the news lately. We have Biden in, Trump out, and it feels like Obama administration all over again, and everything just sucks. So finally something cool happened. And honestly, before we get into all that, I just want to say, all these liberals are celebrating the subpoena on Twitter. And, you know, they're saying, oh, I hope he goes to jail. He's not gonna fare so well in jail, and he's gonna get what's coming to him and all this.
You're getting fucked in jail, dude. You're getting fucked hard.
Oh, yeah. I think
shit out of you. With that porn stash and that haircut. Oh, they're gonna fuck
At
the
this
shit out
time,
of you.
he's not facing any criminal charges, but he could. If they look in the stuff they said they were looking into, if there's dirty dealings in there and he was funneling money into anything that had to do with the Capitol stuff, or if they can prove he told his followers to go in there, he could face some consequences for that.
Jail might be Nick's holy grail. For one, once you're locked up, you can have all the gay sex you want and it's not gay because it's prison rules.
Yeah.
And two, he's going to have he's going to be like the little political figurehead for all the Nazis already in jail, and those are the ones that are going to protect him.
You think that they're going to let him be the boss when he goes in there? There's no.
They'll protect him though.
Are you sure about that?
Because they know he's their political ally.
Chicks are getting clapped.
They're going to get clapped. He wants clap. I'm of the theory that he wants his cheeks clapped, and he's going to go in and he's going to walk and talk. They're like, "This is our guy. He's going to tell the world how great we are. He's the new Hitler, and we get to fuck him too. We love this little guy." That's what they're all going to say when he goes into jail.
Subpoenaed by the U.S. Congress at the age of 23, I think it just gives me credibility. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm a young, virile, high-test U.S. patriot man. I see a subpoena from the U.S. Congress. I take great pride in this.
He's taking pride in it.
Yeah, of course. His pride is, one of the tenements of the homosexual community. So he can't shake that off either.
Oh, hold on.
Excusez-moi.
Yes.
Excusez-moi. Pardon me, but I heard that Nicholas Jeff Fuentes was saying he was virile.
Yeah, he just said he's young and virile.
I do not agree with this. I think that he is shooting blanks. I am a massively virile man. I have served many little potato. Excuse me, but what do they call Nick? They call him Nicky the Nav?
The Nav.
And more like a butter knife, if you ask me. I do not agree. I think that he is low IQ. He is a beta male. Not like me. I am a man of pure virility. I have to say, Nick, you have embarrassed your ass.
So you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed to be white now because of Nick Fuentes.
No. Listen, the phenotype of one Nicholas Jeff Fuentes is obviously it is spoiled by the Hispanic influence, if you say. I'm just saying, look, when it comes to the pussy, the only kind of pussy that Nick Fuentes likes is the cat boy, but he does not even have the courage to seal the deal. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Also, I wanted to let everybody know that Mama JF is now living on a farm and she's very happy.
She's on a farm?
She's on a farm. It is fine, and she's lots of open spaces for her to.
Nice open spaces.
Open public spaces.
Oh, yes. She is now in the rural public space. That was fucking weird. What the fuck was that?
I'm 23 years old. I'm banned from everything. I'm debanked. I'm on the no-fly list. FBI investigating me, seize my money. I'm banned from PayPal. I'm banned from every pay processor, every social media. And now a subpoena from the U.S. Congress. I mean, I don't want to go to jail, but going to jail would almost be...
I think I could drink some prison wine and let one of the Nazi brethren cornhole me. It wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. I'm going to get these cheeks clapped, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I really don't want to go to jail because I have a lot of work to do. There's so much work to be done in radicalizing America's youth.
Radicalizing America's
in pursuing this total Groyper offensive, which is underway this year.
Is he saying Groyper offensive when he's being subpoenaed for Groyper offense against the Capitol?
Well, there was a Groyper offensive when they were like going to all the different events and shit. You know, all the different rallies that they had. I guess that's what's known as the Groyper offensive.
At the subpoena, you know, maybe if it takes it further, it just validates. Here I am, young guy with nothing other than my words and a webcam.
My porn stash and my
and just the order in which I say the words, the things I say, it's gotten me all the way. I sped run becoming the #1 political dissident.
Yeah, no. What you did was
listening to Nick list the things he is banned from at age 23 makes me think he should reevaluate his life choices.
Yeah,
seriously, fuck this guy.
You went to the most undesirable depths, knowing you yourself were undesirable, and you collected the other undesirables to formulate a campaign of hate that has gotten you knocked off of every platform. And you are a martyr in the eyes of people who are looking for a martyr. And they would have they took you as a martyr when you got turned down from Getter, okay? You didn't have to be this level of martyr.
Right.
But the fact that you are is going to be really great for us because we're going to follow the entire way through Nicholas J. Fuentes until you either become next Hitler. Is that his end game? Is become Hitler 2.0?
He gets to it towards the end of this video.
Shit.
Or until everybody realizes what a fucking weird puppet fuckboy you are.
In America, #1 political dissident of the globalist American regime. Not bad. So I feel badass, actually. I think it's pretty hardcore. Who else can say? Who else has the credibility that I do? Nobody. Maybe Assange, Snowden, Anglin. It's a short list. It's a very small list.
Wait, Anglin? Oh my fucking god, dude! Yeah, let's really try and get on a good foothold by like noting patriot, a literal neo-Nazi fucking Christopher Anglin. What the fuck, dude? Holy shit!
But what did
this
Anglin?
Kid is a fucking moron.
Well, and he always says he's not a white nationalist. I'm a nationalist that's white. That's one of his taglines.
What did Anglin do to get where he got? Because we know what Assange did. We know what Snowden did. We know what they did. Nick has done this. Nick has led a group of trolls out into the public for the first time, leaving their computers in their basements to go have cute meetups and yell at women with purple hair.
Yeah.
And then one time they went as far as to stumble into federal property when they shouldn't have been. And now Nick is being subpoenaed as the ringleader of a bunch of, we have to remember, they are idiots. Dumb people that went into the Capitol building. They were not. They were led in by some oath keepers that may have had plans. Some people with more nefarious plans. But the majority of foot soldiers that walked in were dumb idiots, and we saw that because they were LARPing in their stupid buffalo costumes. They were LARPing. Yes. They were Where's Waldo taking pictures of fucking the podiums like they were the new freedom fighters. And they're all slowly coming to realize they were duped. And Nick is one of the dupers, and his followers are continually following because they didn't have the balls to get reality checked yet. And maybe you'll get that reality check. Until then, you're going to follow your self-made martyr into the fact that he's comparing himself to Assange and Snowden when all he did was get a fucking people's parade to walk up into the Capitol building.
Nick Fuentes is the Pied Piper of fucking lonely dumb shits online that have no other fucking identity and never found anything else.
This is the greatest shot to be paused on.
Yeah, this is screenshot worthy right here.
Yeah, dude.
Screenshot.
Is someone put a Popeye the Sailor Man fucking
like a
pipe in his mouth. I likes to go swimming with bare naked women.
It's pretty cool that I'm a part of it. So they're all like, "Oh boy, I bet he's gonna."
And let's listen to what Nick has said so far tonight. Nick has told you what a patriot he is. He has told you that he's a contemporary with Assange and Snowden. He has told you that he's a virile man. He has told you all these things. He hasn't showed you anything. What he has showed you is that he may be negligent in a pathetic attempt to overthrow the Capitol building that fizzled out in a very, very shameful way.
Very low IQ.
No, seriously, like the way it started with the president cheering these people towards the Capitol building, they were on a high. And by the end of the day, there were weirdos calling their mom to pick them up. We have photos of a guy, I'm just waiting for my parents to come pick me up. That's how your attempt at the Capitol building ended, with fucking calls to Uber to go home to mom. Okay? There was no victorious. There was no end of Star Wars cheers and chants. We taken down the fucking empire. There was none of that. It was a very, very shameful walk back to mom's basement. Remember that on that day. And now everybody from that point on is trying. You had who was the not Xena, the male Xena. Well, Hercules, the guy Kevin Sorbo. Live tweeting, "This is glorious. This is the most wonderful day for all of us. Finally, our heart." And by the end of the day, well, it was obviously Antifa. Wasn't us. Wow. You're all duped. And I know some of you are still holding on to the fact that your hero, Nicholas Fuentes, is going to be the martyr, going to be Hitler 2.0. He's even trying to grow in a stash, but he knew Charlie Chaplin ain't about that life, so he took the Tom Selleck mustache. Literally, Hitler took Charlie Chaplin's mustache to gain favor with people. And this squeezer is taking the only man he was ever able to look up to, because his own father wasn't as good as Magnum P.I. He's trying to do the Magnum. He's trying to go Magnum.
We had another Nick fan in the chat being like, "Debate Nick. I don't want to play the clip again for the 100th time where Nick said he was going to come on our show, but then backed out of it and blocked us on Twitter because we mentioned Catboy. He ran like hell from the mention of Catboy."
And 100%, Nick can have his little security guard. He can have all of his people. And I will go meet Nick somewhere in the streets with a webcam, and I'll have a live debate face to face with Nicholas Fuentes. I will welcome this. I will welcome this. Doesn't have to be on Drunken Peasants. Doesn't have to be anywhere. I'll go in a stupid little green screen studio, take out the Mary dildo rosary toy that he had on his desk during Christmas time, and I'll fucking play swords with him if that's what it takes.
He's not going to do so well.
The best part about this whole thing, though, is right. Like the absolute best part about this is he's getting like straight up subpoenaed by the federal government, but he's on the no-fly list. And what state does he live in? Is it Michigan?
No, Illinois.
Illinois. Okay, so Illinois. That means he has to drive all the way to fucking DC, or he's gonna have a fucking federal bench warrant put out for his fucking arrest. That's so funny. That is so funny.
It's a very long drive.
Holy shit, dude. No, I would love to fucking debate Nick Fuentes. Absolutely. That'd be great. I'd want to only have a debate in real life with him, though, because that would just be for the memes. That'd be so fun.
Well, in jail, I have no plans on going to jail, but I feel pretty good about it, actually. I think all this is doing is just helping me, really. God. I mean, because people that have no reason to talk about me otherwise, and not that I need people to talk about me. People say, "Oh, that's for his ego." But look, I'm trying to get across a very important message about white genocide and about the destruction of our people. And
what?
Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, that's one of his talking points. White people are going away. White people are going away, Monty. You didn't know that?
Monty, have you not heard that my race is actually about to go extinct?
No.
Thank
No,
you.
I have not heard this. This is a thing?
Look, it's because our fertility rates are super down, and it's obvious. Listen, it's obviously not because of shows like America First. That's not what's causing women's vaginas to cinch up tighter than a fucking diamond.
Look,
this
clip is drying up every pussy in America.
Look, that seems uncharitable.
That we need Christ in our lives, and I'm trying to save this country. And every step of the way,
There's so many times he copes by saying, none of this really matters, though, because there's the next life, the kingdom of heaven after this. So what happens here, it doesn't really matter. He'll say that later.
It's censored, blacklisted. They treat me like I'm radioactive. And if it wasn't for the overt, explicit, over-the-top political persecution, nobody'd have any reason to say my name and bring attention to the message. Me, it's whatever. I'm a quiet person
The political
in my normal
persecution.
Life. I'm really an introvert.
He's an introvert.
It's the political persecution of a guy who sends his online groups out to harass the people that disagree with him. And maybe in that case, by you saying Groyper's, whatever the damn subpoena said he did, but calling them out and whipping them into a frenzy, and then you're facing the effects of people that you have led who go too far, and that's why you're being banned, because you're pushing these people to go too far. My hands are clean. I only told them to go and walk right up to the Capitol door. I never told them to go in.
Everybody watching, take a moment to like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed now, hit subscribe.
This is that friend you bring to the bar and you go, hey, that lady's checking you out. She keeps looking at you. She must like porn stashes and news haircuts, bro.
Yeah.
Go talk to her. Yeah. Then he starts talking like this and wonders why nothing happened.
Oh, no. He thinks girls are icky. He's said this so many times. He said actually having sex with women makes you more gay than not having sex at all.
I will agree with that, though. I have done some real gay stuff to a girl.
But this is the thing that really is fucking crazy, is because he does talk about white genocide, but his show is the 100% pussy repellent. It totally fucking is. It absolutely is. Nobody who watches America First is getting pussy, and if you are getting pussy, it's probably your sister. Let's be fucking honest, okay? And the thing is too is if Nick cared about saving the white race, then he would be trying to inspire his audience to have confidence and to go out there and to be a good dude and try and win a really good woman, instead of being girls are icky. Ew, why do we do that? We should just be all about America first, and we're all just gonna be chads, and it's totally fine. And
or a harem of cat boys.
Race?
Yeah, there you go.
This is fucking important. This is important. The whole cat boy thing is fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, and I'll tell you why it's bullshit. Because Nick here is all about the fucking cat boys and shit, but he doesn't even have the balls to fuck the cat boy. He didn't fuck that cat boy.
Are you sure he didn't?
Cat boy Cammy? No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He needs to fuck cat boy on camera.
If he fucked cat boy Cammy, Nick would not be doing this. He would He would be 10%, at least 10%, if not 90% more relaxed, because he finally got his fucking nut, whether it's in a pussy or it's a cat boy butt.
No.
Every man needs a good nut. That's all you need, Nick,
bullshit. Getting a nut is not the
nut.
No,
he needs a good nut.
Nope, getting a nut is not the be all end all. Some of us are
it is.
beyond. Some of us are beyond our cooming, okay? This is what happened with Nick. He fucked Catboy Cammy. He fucked for love. And then he went back to his show thinking he could have love and his power, and his audience went in on him. And he tried to defend Catboy Cammy. He said, wait, guys, no, he's based in Red Pilled. He watched a Hitler documentary. No. And his audience wouldn't give him that love. And he had to sacrifice that love connection to be the man he thinks makes him important.
Here's the thing, Billy. The love nut is what I'm talking about. That love nut is the best nut. Like when you're in love and you bust that love nut, like that's what happens. He didn't know how to use it. That's his fault.
I agree.
I disagree.
And, and like somebody was saying Nick was absolutely the receiver. No. Here's the thing. Dudes like Cowboy Cammy, they are fucking dumpsters for cum. That's what they do. That's what they are. I know because I understand this whole like fucking culture. Cowboy Cammy wanted to get pumped full of cum, but the problem is that Nick is also a bottom, and Nick wants to be full of cum, and that's why it didn't work. Is because both of them wanted to get pumped full of cum, but neither of them could take this step to like be like, I guess I could be a little bit more dominant than you. So instead, now we get this Nazi fuck who tried to do a fucking treason, who's gonna have to go on a road trip to answer to the federal government. Yeah. It's so sad.
It's Road Trip 2. He's basically replacing Tom Green.
When two bottom,
all Nick Fuentes really needed was a strong father figure to step in and be like, son, sometimes you're gonna have to step up, and even if you want to get fucked by the cat boy, sometimes you're the one who's gonna have to fuck the cat boy.
You heard the clip when his mom called his show, right?
No.
Oh, she's racist. She's like outwardly like they were talking about a shooting in Chicago, and she was like, "Yeah, you want to guess what flavor that is?"
Oh God.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
It's about bringing attention to the message.
Flavor can't be racist.
You know, whenever they do these things, you're just turning me into an international political figure. Do what you want, but I mean, I feel just fine. So I don't plan on going to jail, but it wouldn't be the first time. Not that I've never gone to jail, but it wouldn't be the first time that a truly great political dissident destined for greatness, they thought they could just get rid of him by throwing him in jail.
I wonder who he's talking about. Some guy who went to jail first and then became a political figure.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Think about certain revolutionaries. Think about certain people during the old days, like Lenin or
so he brings up two communists first,
Stalin or anyone else. And you think, hey, maybe jail time, get time to work on a little book.
Hitler wrote a book in jail.
Get sentenced. Maybe give a rousing speech during the hearing. I don't know.
Can you give a rousing speech? All you can do is spout off memes and say little trigger words that get your trolls to follow through. Aye, my spinach. That's great. That's great.
I don't think it's my time yet. I don't want to go there, but
I think all you people that are driven by your coom need to chill. That's one thing Nick has on all of you, is that he is driven by his running from the coom. That's why he's as successful as he is, because he doesn't want to give in to his urges. He's running on no coom fume.
Needless to say, we're trusting the plan. I want to get on to the subpoena. And this is the big news of the night. I've been subpoenaed now by the U.S. Congress as of this afternoon in connection with Patriot Day, January 6th.
Nobody else calls it that. Only the people that think that was a good thing to do, which is not a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was disavowed by a lot of conservatives.
More people accept Free Slurpee Day on July 11th.
Patriot Day.
There's always Free Slurpee Day. Way more popular than Patriot Day.
At the U.S. Capitol. And so full disclosure, I'll just tell you how all of this came to be. It was back in October, I believe, that the House Select Committee investigating January 6th sent a letter to me, and they asked me if I would voluntarily testify and turn over documents. And I refused, because I think it's a witch hunt. They asked me, they said, we need documents pertaining to the 6th, and I don't want to get into the details, but they said, turn over everything pertaining to the 6th, and we're going to investigate you. And I said, no, I refuse to voluntarily comply. I invoked the Fifth Amendment, and basically I said, fuck you. You know,
You didn't, though. You were just like, no, I refuse to do it, and now you're being subpoenaed, so now you can't refuse.
It is illegitimate. And it is. What they should be investigating is that the election was stolen on November 3rd. That should be the concern.
That's already been investigated. It wasn't. It's already been investigated. It's already been looked at as close as you possibly can. I don't know what degree of investigation you think still needs to happen.
You know, 80 to 90% of the Republican electorate believed at the time of that transition that the 2020 presidential election was illegitimate. And we never got a ballot audit. And when we did, a year later in Arizona, we found tons of inconsistencies, hundreds of thousands of inconsistencies and discrepancies. We need a ballot audit in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia. We didn't get that, though, during the transition. We got recounts, which are really not worth it. You know, what we claimed is that the ballots were not legitimate. A recount just recounts all the ballots they counted the first time. Okay, we counted them right, but you counted ballots that didn't have matching signatures. You counted ballots where there were duplicates. You counted ballots where...
And they go back and they check everything. It's all been checked.
Yes. I don't understand. How do these people know that all this stuff was wrong, but the people trained to do this somehow didn't?
Well, because they're stealing the election. But really what it is here is he's got an agenda to push. And he has to hang on these little chads. These hanging chads. He has to hang on them to push the validity of anything he's saying. And most everything these days is a grift. If anybody's trying to motivate you to do something under the guise of fear of repercussion by anybody, not just the government, by anybody, they're probably grifting you. And that's why...
And look, I'll say this. I'm the first to say, fuck Biden. This shit was legit. I voted for the motherfucker, too. So
I come from the type of people that just say fuck Joe Biden. I don't have to say let's go, Brandon. I'll just say fuck Joe Biden.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. I'm the first to say that shit.
There were tons of problems. So they did not do that during the transition. And so
now he's saying, oh, why am I being investigated when they should be investigating this other thing? That was investigated.
They did investigate it, and the top lawyer for Trump, Rudy Giuliani, went on record saying there was nothing there after the whole ruse of him being hired to try and find something.
Yeah, he's just diverting away from
himself. They want to use the 6th as a pretext to expand the jurisdiction of law enforcement and the intelligence community to investigate patriots. So they asked me to comply, and I said, no, I will not comply. I will not voluntarily go along with the investigation, fully expecting them that they would subpoena me. And so they did this afternoon, and they sent me a letter. And I'll read the article here about the contents of the letter and what's going on here. This is from The Hill. It says, quote, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol on Wednesday subpoenaed the 2 leaders of the alt-right America First org.
They did a subpoena for 2 leaders? Like, is it Pepsi? Is it
somebody
Coke?
else? Yeah, he won't mention their name here,
Groyper
too.
movement.
Is it Fago?
Committee Chairman Benny Thompson said in a statement that the panel believes Nicholas Fuentes and somebody else have information relevant to the planning, coordination, and funding of events that were held in the lead-up to the January attack. Thompson said, quote, the Select Committee is seeking facts about the planning, coordination, and funding of events that preceded the violent attack on our democracy. We believe the individuals we have subpoenaed today have information relevant to those questions, and we expect them to cooperate with the committee. He added, quote, the committee will continue to push forward to get answers for the American people and ensure nothing like January 6th ever happens again. Fuentes is a prominent far-right figure who in the past has touted false claims regarding the 2020 presidential election and called for the destruction of the GOP once it failed to overturn the vote tally. The ADL has produced documents of the form every state capital. Thompson said Fuentes, people are concerned with the main points of the letter. You know, and for people that don't know, just to clarify, I know a lot of people are concerned about me. A lot of people are worried about me. All that a subpoena is they're compelling me to give them documents. They're compelling me to give them testimony.
Testimony, that's the thing. Under oath testimony, that's the most important part.
Under the threat of prosecution, essentially. If I were to tell them I'm not giving you the documents, I'm not testifying, they could charge me with obstruction of justice, they could refer me to the Department of Justice, and then the Department of Justice would decide whether or not to prosecute me and
it's not a great position to be in, especially in your early 20s. You should be doing fun things.
No,
not a good. I mean, this is the most fun he's going to be having.
He could have legit fun though.
This is the most fun he's going to be able to have. Nobody would hang out with him before, so now he has his group of ne'er-do-wells that get together and they literally bully people because they had no power to do it on their own. Now that they have numbers, they're just going to Omegle, or they wait till a girl with purple hair walks by their protest and they call them sluts, they call them bitches, they call them all the trigger words that you think had some weight at some point in time. Now I think when you call a woman a bitch, all you're doing is giving her more ammo to counter attack you.
Someone in the chat said he's not about fun, he's about trying to save our country. Well, look where it got him.
No.
Who said that?
But he's not about
some idiot in the chat.
He's not about trying to save your country. That's his rally cry to get you to put him on a pedestal.
He's like, they're trying to get rid of all the whites, and you're like, oh shit, I'm white. They're trying to get rid of me.
Because have you seen what he actually does with this power? He goes and he trolls people. He makes jokes. He makes memes. He dresses up. He has get-togethers on the lawn of Capitol buildings, and you play man. You LARP as a man. That's what's happening. You play man. Like,
I'm a man. I went to Men's Warehouse.
Let's go out and play man today. He's not saving our country, and the fact that you think he is tells me that you're caught in the grift. And you know how to save our country? Stop following this fucking twerp and better yourself. Become the fucking Ubermensch or whatever. Become the guy Hitler wanted you to be without Hitler guiding you around.
Become the guy Hitler wanted you to be.
Become the best you can be without following some guy telling you to do his bidding. You can be the top tier you without some smug little prick guiding you around. If you need to be under the boot of somebody to feel like a man, doesn't sound like a man to me, but I understand you're probably not. You're probably on the wrong side of tribal living, and we are tribal people. I know you're looking for a leader. And you found the worst possible leader you can because he's got you convinced you're in survival mode when all you ever had to do was be better yourself. Instead, now you sit on the sidelines and you cry and you point fingers at other people who are keeping you down, and you could have been on God mode this whole time, but you put faith.
But Billy, we've only got 400 viewers and he had 11,000 last night. That must mean he's right though, right?
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Go lick his fucking boots, follow him, trust in Nick Fuentes to take you to a better place, and when you could have done it yourself, but you didn't have it in you. Be better yourself. You don't need this weirdo in a fucking suit 2 sizes too big to tell you how to be a man when he doesn't even know how to be a man. He's LARPing.
I'm here to
You're
say,
LARPing.
I believe in you, young Ron Jeremy. I believe in you. Not really. I can't keep that going. Sorry, I can't keep that going. You're full
so that
of shit,
must mean
Ron
like
Jeremy.
when Hassan Piker gets more viewers than Nick, he's more right?
Nah, that doesn't make any sense.
What?
And
I thought it was who gets more viewers is right and better.
No, but the thing is, like, that doesn't even make sense along the whole idea of like what the Groypers and what America First are really supposed to be paying attention to. And like, don't get me wrong, I know what they're talking about. I know what they think. I understand what you guys like have as like your ideals and what you're focused on. Like you have this idea of America first. You want your culture first. You want this. You want that. Well, the most important thing that you need, if you want that to be your goals, is you need to perpetuate your future. And in order to do that, you have to get a wife. You have to get laid. Do you think this fucking guy is going to help you get laid? No.
No, I told you. I already told you. This is the dude you're hanging out with at the bar. And it's like, hey,
he's not hanging out at a bar. He's not even hanging out at a bar.
He drags his ass out, and it's like, hey, that lady keeps looking at you. She is into Ron Jeremy stashes and news haircuts. Get over there and talk to her.
Right.
And then he fucks it up.
Do it. Yeah, you fuck it up.
Someone said
he will totally fuck it up. I cannot even like I'm trying so desperately to try and find some kind of way to explain this to the guys that are like super into Nick Fuentes, that if you continue to follow this fuck whistle's idea of how you're supposed to save your country, you will fail. You, by following him, are actually causing the white genocide.
Yes.
This is a fucking CIA op. This dude is being paid by the Black Panther Army in order to lead you into a pattern of behavior. You will never get fucking laid, and your birth rates will go down. Nick is the reason why white people are not having babies. Because
this man hasn't had a good nut since 2012.
It's insane. It's fucking insane.
Whatever he likes. Get your nut, bro. Get your nut.
Shit. Everything about what he says is perfectly cultivated to make sure that you fucking Groypers will never get pussy. You'll never get pussy. You'll never have a fucking baby. You'll never have a fucking regular family. The only option you'll have is raping your sister and having an incest baby. That is the future that this disinformation CIA fucking glowy wants you to have.
Somebody,
the fuck up.
Somebody in the chat.
Give me an A.
Hold on. Somebody in the chat said Nick's show is a serious political show with high IQ. But why is he always like, I was just joking. I was just joking when I said that. I thought it was all serious. But half of the stuff he tells you not to take seriously, but actually maybe take it seriously. But don't, but maybe.
Yeah, Nick is not a serious show. It's a stupid, silly show that people take seriously. That's where you're lost in the sauce. You're taking it seriously. Look at it from an objective point of view. He says certain things and then he backtracks. He says certain things under the guise of a Cookie Monster joke so he can disavow that he was being serious. He is being silly and you are taking it seriously. That's the problem. It's your perspective. You only think it's a serious show because he's selling you on the severity of the world trying to oust your position. Your position's been ousted. The second you chose to follow this twerp, you gave up on what was actually good for you. And no, the other plans out there are not good for you either. Being a fucking Biden follower, being a follower of just about anything. You should come to people on YouTube for entertainment, for motivation.
He's not even on YouTube.
To disconnect. But you should go to your influencers not for leadership, but for a place to unwind. When you come here to Drunken Peasants podcast, the reason we only have 400 people is because we're entertaining these 400 fucking people, and they're the ones that want to sit here and be here or whatever. And
I love the Groypers in the fucking audience right now, man.
Yeah.
Like all you're signaling is that you're just following some fucking CIA glowy, and you're never gonna get pussy, dude. Sorry.
Are there Groypers here?
Yeah, in the chat. I was responding to a few of them. Yeah.
So That's all that a subpoena is, people.
They're so insecure that when they see that someone's talking negatively about Nick, they have to come over and talk their shit in the chat, and they do downvotes. That's why if you think Nick is trash and you don't support him, and you think these guys are insecure morons, please like our stream to offset the downvote brigade that I'm sure they'll bring our way.
Now, I want to actually talk to the Groypers that are here. Everybody else, you can tune out for a minute. I appreciate you guys defending your guy, right? But if he was the man that he claims to be, he wouldn't need it. And that's where this lies. You're giving him this power, and it's not earned. Listen to everything he said in this stupid little fucking martyr cry. He has told you who he is, and he's never done anything to back it up. And he never will.
Look.
He pushed you guys to the...
Groypers, if you want to talk to me, there you go. Tag me. I'm watching the chat now. So let's talk in chat.
Yeah, if you want to talk to Monty, tag Monty in chat.
Tag me.
But now let me fucking talk to these Groypers, Monty, before I have to join their side. Before I have to join their side and at you in the fucking chat. Okay? Don't make me at you in the fucking chat, Monty.
Oh, spit your shit, Billy. Spit your shit. Go.
You guys need to sit and listen to what he's actually saying. You're following, you're giving him this power, and so far the power has only gotten him deplatformed because you're not his voice. His voice is rallying you guys, and you guys can't self-police. So a few of you get a little fucking weird, start calling a fucking purple hair a bitch or whatever on a platform, and you get the whole group grunted off the platform. That's where this is going. If you really wanted to be a part of a movement, move in silence, dude, like lasagna. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Ask Lil Wayne, not Little Nicky.
But Billy, they've got cozy.tv. What are you talking about?
Good job. Your inner circle is perfect. I appreciate you guys. If you want to LARP as men, LARP as men. But if you want to stand on your own fucking feet, I bet you half of you could do Nick Fuentes' job better. But instead, you're pushing this underachiever to a great level. And he's being subpoenaed, and his subpoena is basically saying he just possibly pushed a bunch of you to break into effectively a museum. Okay? And that's his big claim to fame right now. He's a martyr because he talked a bunch of you weirdos into going into the Capitol building in your fucking Buffalo hoodies, the loyal fraternity of the Buffalo Dorks. And you walk up into the Capitol building,
Buffalo Dorks,
and then you called the Uber to give you a ride back to Mom's house because Mom couldn't make it cut through the traffic. That's where you are. Okay, you could do better. You all could do better. Half of you all could do better than what you're doing right now. Half of you could do better than Nick Fuentes, and I see some of you trying on Cozy TV. I see some of you thinking you can gun for that spot, and you're doing copycat shows. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of those guys...
What was it, Dalton Slapacooter?
Yeah, Dalton Slapcooch. He could be the next Nick Fuentes, the second Nick Fuentes stumbles.
I did a stream about
federal prison.
I did a stream about Nick's subpoena last night when the news broke, and I got some Groyper comments on the video.
Nice.
I feel bad for Nick's mom slowly dying and knowing that his son is going to go to prison.
Nick's mom is ill, has an illness, and we're not happy about that. We think her views are pretty weird, and there's no wonder why her son is the way he is, because she's probably not such a good parent.
Even racist bitches need to have health and happiness. We wish only the best for
her
his
son's a
racist mom.
self-made millionaire at 23, and his cause is an honorable one.
What's that, Monty?
Don't die, racist lady. Don't die.
Yeah.
Don't die.
All right, so this is Prodigal Son. I think this might actually be Nick Fuentes because there's a comment about his mom, and it's someone named Prodigal Son. It's a sock account. It's her actual son, Nick Fuentes, talking about himself in third person, which he's done all throughout this martyr cry. He's a big third-person talker. Of course, this isn't him, but this is someone who's brainwashed to think like him and defend him the way he defends himself in conversation. Her son's a self-made millionaire at 23, and his cause is an honorable one.
An honorable one.
She will die at peace with her creator, knowing her son's name will echo through history.
How fucking dramatic is that?
And she will never be a grandma.
Yeah, you're little LARPers. It's cute. You guys believe this, and if you believe this, just think what you could do if you believed in yourselves.
They always do this too. A lot of them just parrot the same shit. Like debate Nick. It's like, and we have to repeat again and again that he ran from us. Then they also do this.
Physiognomy check? What's this? Physiognomy?
They do that. They do. I love the shit that they do where they pretend not to know who Nick is, and they're like, this guy Nick seems interesting and funny. Thank you. Can you show me where I can find more of him?
Yeah, that's a funny meme.
Boring.
I like that meme.
Boring.
So here's another thing. I do live streams, and most of my viewers only watch it live, and you can't leave comments during the live stream. You leave them in the chat. So this guy is accusing me of using bots, but really it was just...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's funny.
Why are you using
Probably
bots, Ben?
Yeah, it's my bots.
Ben
Owned
with
with
bots.
facts and logic, Ben.
They're very insecure because they love Nick.
There's another Ben that doesn't like Nick Fuentes, and he's got some troubling ethnic aspects. Do you have those?
Are you talking about Ben Laden?
Ben Shapiro.
Oh,
that's Bin Laden.
People are saying, "Oh, you're in great trouble." There is a danger in being subpoenaed. It shows that there's an interest in me in connection to what they're calling a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
And there's also a danger in that if I say something that's incorrect, or if I say something, that's inconsistent with maybe what they know.
If you lie.
Or something.
His fucking hands, his fucking hands are so dysgenic, dude.
Yeah, those are the most dysgenic hands I've ever seen.
They're all like Joe's
Holy
worse.
Shit.
I don't know about worse.
Because Joe was able to bend back even more, I thought.
Then they could charge
but
me
yeah,
for that.
Nick's are probably worse, but Joe had the same joint thing.
So it's sort of it's a dangerous thing, but it's not necessarily, and by definition, it's not an indictment in itself. All they're doing is they're compelling me to give them documents and testify. So this
would a cat boy want those freakish hands to touch his penis? Probably not.
So then I want to stress,
would do it for the memes.
I read through this article. I didn't read the letter itself, but these are the main points. Nowhere in here is there any criminal activity, and this is the point.
Well, I don't know about that. They mentioned that they think you they saw some of your followers in the Capitol. They think maybe you might have sent them in.
Yeah,
and the money. Right. Like, why is that money under scrutiny?
They literally put out the timeline of you encouraging them to go to the Capitol buildings and to stop the steal. You have to go and unferal. Or you have to be feral. Feral. You have to be feral.
Like wild.
Yeah, you're enticing them to be wild in their quest towards January 6th with a buildup, telling these people to get more and more feral.
About the entire January 6th investigation and the committee. What they're
incitement is not protected under the First Amendment.
Alleging is that there was this organized effort to overthrow the government. That's what they're saying. They're saying that January 6th was not a riot. It was not, and when we say a riot, we mean something like spontaneous.
They were trying to disrupt the confirmation of the election, the official confirmation of the votes. That's what they were trying to do.
And
that's why you went there. That's why most of the people were there for the rally that day, and why so many of them walked down the street.
And there were people there that were inciting. There's the Oath Keepers are looking to be pretty guilty on that level. And Nick, you go, you tell them what you know. Maybe you'll walk away with nothing because you don't know that much. Maybe you're just a dupe that was trying to grift an audience. And you were so excited. You were so happy that you tweeted about it. I'm not sorry. That was fucking awesome.
So there's a Nick simp that's crying so hard in the chat. Dude, I don't care how many viewers he gets. There are so many people that get more viewers than him that you would think is a total buffoon. So viewers is just inconsequential.
I don't know. The only viewers I care about right now are the Nick Fuentes Groypers that are here viewing us because they're hate viewing. Thank you for that, you fucking losers. I'm gonna piss. While I piss, I'm gonna imagine every Groyper in the toilet bowl. I'm gonna wash them down into the hole before I flush them.
Ad hoc violence against police, vandalism. A riot. We all know what a riot is. It's exuberance. It's a gathering, and for it to be a riot, it's spontaneous. It's not premeditated. It's not planned. There's
plenty of people that were there that didn't plan on getting into the Capitol, but there were people who went there planning to do it and planning to convince others to follow along. That much is true.
No geopolitical objective. There's no really direction at all. It's entropic. It's chaos. There's a large gathering. It's unruly. And because of the size of the crowd, because of the mood of the crowd, violence occurs. Violence is sort of a product of it. It's not a tool in the service of some other thing. So when we say riot, it's acknowledging, was there violence? Yes. Was there criminal act? Well, by definition, yes.
By definition, yeah. Like, you mean assault? Because that happened. Assault against police officers.
There was trespassing. There was disorderly conduct. There was vandalism.
Pescator says 11,300 viewers and one subpoena. Congress could give America First about how many wheelchairs. Watch Nick Fuentes.
Look.
Oh,
man,
fuck.
All I'm gonna say is, like, Ashley Babbitt had more balls than fucking Nick Fuentes. Okay, try harder next time.
There were a number of things going on. So we could say that it was a riot. But what they're claiming is that this was an insurrection, which is a wholly different thing. They're saying that this is people that went to the Capitol with the intention, premeditated, of breaching the building, overthrowing the government, occupying the building, occupying the government, installing a new government. That's what an insurrection is. They're saying that the people there on the 6th were trying to overthrow the American government. And what we see...
They were trying to disrupt a necessary function of the government.
They were 100% trying to stop the due process of the government on federal property through forced entry.
Yes, and they were trying to incite others to do it. There were people that went there with a premeditated plan to do what happened and to encourage others to join in. And then the people who are idiots, like the fucking shaman guy, got a slap on the... it's kind of a slap on the wrist. I mean, he's doing hard time for a few years. And then the people at the top, they're getting charged with sedition. They might do 2 decades.
In this letter is indicative of what we see with the rest of the investigation, which is that there is no evidence that occurred. They're comparing it to 9/11. They're comparing it to Pearl Harbor.
I don't know why it would have anything. I mean, I don't think it's 9/11 or Pearl Harbor.
And in the language here, they're saying it's an attack on our democracy.
That's literally what it was. That's
literally what it was. Literally what it was.
They were trying to certify the Democratic votes.
At least admit that it was an attack on the democracy, because that's what Trump asked people to do, was to attack democracy. He said...
Why is it so hard for these guys to just, like, fucking sack up and just admit what they fucking did? Like, why is it, like, why do you have to play this, like, internet-y fucking game of, like, actually, maybe, technically, just fucking man up. Man up and fucking say what you did.
Because they're not men. They're LARPing as men. They think that not admitting to fault makes them a man, when really admitting where you're wrong and bettering yourself is what makes you a strong man. When you can have faults, when you can have moments of weakness and then build strength from them.
Monty, I think you're muted or something, just so you know.
I am. I'm not muted anymore. I was coughing. So
okay. Sorry about that.
I got this vibe, like, people who are super into Nick Fuentes like there is a daddy issue going on here, and it's not like the kind of daddy issue where they didn't have a father. Maybe it's like their dad was just like a piece of shit to them, you know, or like just didn't really like instill good
fatherless
values.
America.
It's not even fatherlessness. It's more like, you know, they had a dad, but the dad was a shithead, right? He was just a shithead, and he's like, well, you need to do better because, son, like, they never actually, like, taught you anything or gave you any fucking structure. So instead, you'd like, latch yourself on to this dysgenic fucking weirdo with his weird fucking hands and his obsession with cat boys. Like, there has to be something fucking wrong with you in your development. Because people who just don't have a father, they seek out a father figure, and usually they find a father figure, for better or worse, that at least has some aspects of being a dad.
Recently,
Nick doesn't have that.
Recently, Nick told a story about how he was at some kind of get-together, and there was some girl that he said he thought was attractive that was flirting with him, you know, for clout, basically. And he turned her down, but he thought about it, and he was like, you know, I wish maybe just for the optics, I should have gotten a hot girlfriend for optics. Because, you know, people think he's gay.
He was saying he should have had a beard.
Yep, a beard.
Yeah.
It was an interesting story.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this fucking kid, dude? I don't understand.
I don't think he likes women.
I 100% understand what's wrong.
obviously.
I 100% understand what's wrong with Nick and understand what's wrong with his followers.
He can like whoever he likes.
No, he can't because he's a devout Catholic, and I mean, I've seen him tell. There's like a drag queen. There's like a conservative drag queen called Lady Maga, and he's like, "You're a degenerate," and then meanwhile, he's going on a date with a
Catboy Cammy who's slurping dildos.
Yeah,
Catboy Cammy. Yeah. No, I'm with Monty on this. I think he just needs to get his fucking nut, dude. He needs to get his fucking nut.
No, Nick.
It can be a man. It can be whoever you want.
Nick this is why Nick exists. He's a lonely man preaching to lonely men. And they're following him because they're fucking lonely. They don't need to come. They need to be complete. They need to fill that hole in their fucking heart. And they want to blame everybody. They want to blame white genocide why they're loners. Why they're not living up to their potential in life. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They don't want to pull themselves up by the bootstraps they tell everybody else to pull themselves up by. They want to point fingers. They want to play social justice politics. This time, though, it's for themselves. They're social justice warriors for the white race. It's cute. It's cute.
It is.
It's an attack on our cap.
They legitimate. They 100%. Like the America First are the fucking SJWs of 2022. Like 100%.
Capitol was no attack on democracy, on the Capitol, anything of the sort. Truth is that the day of, Donald Trump called his supporters for a peaceful rally where speeches were given on the ellipse, which is his prerogative as the president. He then called on his supporters to demonstrate outside the Capitol. His supporters found out that Mike Pence betrayed them by refusing.
So you just proven that you don't have a basic understanding of Mike Pence's role in that?
What?
Because he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And Trump knew that, and Trump literally just threw him under the bus so Mike Pence would take the blame and he could continue his narrative about the election.
Trump's entire leadership was about passing the buck from day one.
Yeah, he did it to Cohn, who fixed a bunch of issues for him. Cohen?
Yeah.
What was it, Cohen?
It's okay. It's okay to do these things at the behest. It's okay to have peaceful protests at the behest of the president. But like, if regular citizens want to do a peaceful protest, that's not okay. Like, how are you not an authoritarian? How are you not like a fucking ball gargler for the goddamn government? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Well, when you were gone earlier, he was talking about how if he went to jail, he would have to arise like other prominent. He was basically comparing himself to Hitler, and he compared himself to Stalin and Lenin too.
Nick was saying, if I go to jail, maybe I could ride a buck. And, he was.
Is this based communism fucking Nick about to happen? Like, are we about to become the
As long
Legion?
as it's under like a Catholic theocratic dictatorship.
He started with Lenin and Stalin, but he was fantasizing the Hitler route.
He didn't mention Hitler, but he was leaning towards it.
He said it without saying it, which is Nick's balls.
But he's fine with communism, or like heavy socialism, but it's a like national socialism that is a theocratic Catholic government.
Yeah.
So to own the libs, will he become like hardcore communist? Like, is he? Are we welcoming him to the revolution?
Jeff, he's gonna come out of prison with
think
an asshole big enough to fit a Pringles can in, and then he is gonna take over.
Oh, that's amazing! That's incredible.
His book's gonna be called Mein Cock, and it's gonna be about all the cock he took in prison.
Yeah.
You know what? He's gonna come out, and he's gonna be like, family.
Here's the thing.
Family.
Here's the thing.
Family.
Here's the thing, George in the chat. Nick isn't living rent free. We actually make money talking about him, so he's not living in our heads rent free. But he'll be living in jail rent free.
Yeah, he's paying rent.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I love that Nick Fuentes' fans are here watching us. I promise you guys, in about 2 years, you're going to be over this Nick Fuentes phase, and you're going to stumble on one of our live streams. You're going to come back here, and you're going to laugh, because that's our constant. Yeah. We're not here to rile you up against some sort of fucking agenda. We're here to stroke your little fucking funny bones. We're effectively whores for the laugh.
To look into some of the elector votes that were being certified, like, for example, from Michigan or Wisconsin or Georgia. And that is when I believe that there was, like I said, some kind of spontaneous violence, spontaneous, overflowing. The mood of the crowd turned, and that's what happened. And then within hours, the Capitol was secured. Not just the building, but the district, the whole city, the Capitol with an A, was secured, and the whole thing was over.
Yeah, within hours. When it should have been within minutes.
It shouldn't have even happened. It should have been. They shouldn't have gotten into the building or even that close to the building.
The second it was breached, it should have been over.
I mean, it could have been, but there would have been a lot higher body count, and it would look really bad. Like, I'm kind of glad they used restraint, and one person guarding the Capitol, like only one of them actually used lethal force.
Well, there should have been.
It looked really bad.
The National Guard should have came in right off the. The National Guard should have came in right off the bat.
Yeah.
When there was a breach, the National Guard should have came in
or they should have had more cops working that day. When every member of Congress is there and every member of the Senate is there, all in the same building at once, including the Vice President and the Speaker of the House, the two people next in line to be president, they should have had way better security there. At that point.
In light of new information and Google searches, he's John Stossel. Young John Stossel. Sorry.
John Stossel, yeah, he got slapped by the wrestler.
There was there's no indication from the events of that day that there was any effort to occupy the Capitol or pursue anything more than a protest, which is what it was. And there's evidence of this here.
It was not a protest. It was a call to pressure Pence. And maybe it was through protest initially, but the pressuring Pence was driven with an idea that these people would have to become feral. They would have to fight to the Capitol building.
Yeah.
They had a directive, and then when you add in the side oath speakers that were ready to militarize and push through, when you add in all the other voices, yes, Nick Fuentes, you're subpoenaed because you were a voice leading up to the Capitol building that called for more than civility in the protest.
Being feral.
The word feral was used in your subpoena to say exactly where they're coming, and now you're giving them even more to work off of after you've been subpoenaed. So everything you say in this is going to be scrutinized.
Oh, he's
I hope you don't hang yourself.
With this shit. He's kicking his own ass with this shit. Like it's absolutely fucking amazing. And I think this is like one of the most important things that I think really needs to be pointed out too. Look, nobody is saying Nick needs to go to jail for being a racist. Like you can't illegalize somebody being a racist. You can't.
Yeah.
Like
in the
this is
United
America.
States. Yeah.
In the United States, like we have freedom of speech. It is your right to be a fucking oppressive, nasty, stupid, shitty, incel fucking dickhead like this. It's your fucking right. It's your right.
Yeah, you get to be that.
Yeah, you get to be that. You know, like I fucking hate racists, and I really wish people would stop being racist. But like, it's your right to be fucking racist. Nobody's gonna put this stupid fucking bad piece of shit with his shitty fucking mustache in jail because he's a racist. They're gonna try and put him in jail because he tried to overthrow democracy.
Yes.
Say
that one more, Jeff. Say that one more time for me.
Okay, it's
Why?
not because he's a racist. It's because he tried to overthrow democracy. That's why.
Thank you.
That's why. I get that people want to like make this a big like fucking issue about like people's positions or anything like that. But that's not what it is. It's not what it is. You can be as racist as you want. Go fucking off, King. Go fucking crazy. Be a fucking shithead.
Yeah.
Don't try and overthrow democracy. That's the line. That's literally the line, boys. That's the line.
Or if you're going to overthrow democracy, do it well. This was a pathetic attempt at that, and now you're all going to go to jail for a pathetic attempt. Wow.
They give it the best shot.
I would. They didn't even give it. They didn't even give a good shot for what they were equipped with. They were a bunch of crazy.
Do it with some style if you're going to do it.
This was the Million Karen March.
True.
That's all this was. It was a million Karens going up trying to talk to the manager. It was January 6th was a collective Karen march to the manager. And you all got sent home the same way Karens do.
I'm with Monty on this. Like, this feels like really low effort. Like, if we could make a better insurrection, like a more high effort insurrection, like what would we do? Like, how would we make it like more like intentional, more impactful? Like, how could they like spice it up?
Yeah, make that shit stand out some way. Like, it stood out because they went at the Capitol. Like,
sure.
Let's give them that. Like, they made national news with this shit.
But it literally went from Kevin Sorbo having a raging hard-on to a shame pussy, blaming it on Antifa. That's in a matter of hours. It was
even Nick, all Nick did was just like stand there with a bullhorn and like squawk and squeal and shit. Like, that's not very impressive. Like, how do we do an impressive insurrection?
Yeah.
Like, how do we?
It was all pump, no dump.
Here's the thing. It all comes down to why you're doing it. You're doing it for dumbass fucking reasons.
True.
It's based in fucking nothing. It's based on opinions of people that think these things happened, and they want to investigate it because they think these things happened. What the fuck are we rioting for? There's no reason.
We can't say it comes down to reason. People have been successful in campaigns without reason for centuries. Like it's all about the follow through of what you do and having a plan to make it. Read the fucking Art of War, okay? Make a plan, make it successful. Do what you got to do to follow through. These were a bunch of crazy people, and they were there to draw attention. And you know what? They probably were never going to succeed on any level, and they were probably there to make a fool, giving Biden a big push into his election year to show how stupid these fucking crowd of people were. This was their last little hurrah, and we all collectively said, okay, this has gone too far. It's pathetic. It couldn't have played out any better for the liberals than the way it did. You guys effectively did their job for them. Congratulations. And now you're what is this? The Nuremberg, the Nurem nerd trials. Like you're all going to be hung out to dry.
Nerd.
And you're gonna be some sort of fucking martyrs to yourselves. You're not martyrs, you're LARPers, and you're all gonna realize that when your movement was nothing but a footnote joke. And what if you would have had your shit together, this could have been a pivotal moment for you, for America.
Yeah. Here,
but
Billy,
you didn't.
Billy, you fucking nailed it. Because I was gonna, I'm gonna. This is why it's about having a good reason. Because at the end of the day, when look, no, I'm gonna go G-Man. Bottom line is, at the end of the day, when this shit happens and when it's all over and said and done, however many people died, broken windows, climbing in, trashing the fucking Capitol. What were you trying to do? We don't fucking know, because you have no proof for anything you're saying. You're just pissed off, and you're saying. You're acting like you said we acted when Donald Trump won.
Right.
Sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck up. You actually did it. Sure, there are those funny videos of that woman screaming, "No!" That's hilarious. That's hilarious. She's crazy too. But y'all actually did it. Y'all actually did it.
I mean, it was.
Yep. At the end of the day, you look like fucking trash because you trashed the fucking Capitol for no goddamn reason other than you lost.
Absolutely.
Sit the fuck down.
We all commented on the liberals that cried in 2016. We didn't have to comment on what a hissy fit Hillary put up, because Hillary just took her L hardcore and hid out for a while because she had gotten embarrassed. Hillary got embarrassed.
Yeah, like in her mind, it wasn't even supposed to be close.
No, like I think this is one of the most salient things that I fucking heard in a while, and like Monty is on to fucking gold here, like legit. So like when 2016 happened and everything's fucking happening and Trump's going into office and you got all these like feminist cringe compilation, blah, all these people like, blah, and they're freaking out and they're yelling, blah, and you know what they were doing? They yelled and they were upset and they were pissed. And you know what they did the next day? They went back to fucking work. They went back to work. You know what they didn't do? They didn't storm the fucking Capitol. They didn't try to subvert fucking democracy.
Hey, can I get an amen from the church? Jeff, one more time, bro.
The worst examples of the left fucking SJWs didn't try and overthrow the fucking election. They didn't do that. They didn't fucking do that. You know what they did? They went to fucking work. They went back to their fucking lives. What did you fucking people do? You went fucking crazy. You fucking tried to storm in and take a shit on Nancy Pelosi's fucking desk.
Which is funny.
Bananas.
I saw a piece of shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk. Its name is Baked Alaska.
Ooh.
Holy shit. You fucking losers. You fucking losers. Those fucking SJWs that you were making fun of for fucking years, they went to work. You stormed the Capitol and you acted like a fucking piece of shit, and now you're gonna go to fucking jail for it. Why? Because you are the SJWs.
Yeah. And look.
Oh, it's like a fucking M. Night Shyamalan twist when in the end they realize.
Yeah. That bitch in green that was screaming no, guess what? That bitch didn't go to jail. She got railed on social media, though, because she's hilarious. She's dumb.
Fucks. You stupid, simple-minded fucks. You dumb shits. Anyway, so for like the past hour and a half, I've been making homemade fucking pot pies, and my pot pies just got done.
Real quick, Jeff. I just came a little.
Did you say Popeyes?
Popeyes.
You've been making Popeyes?
Popeyes. You know what, Monty, I fucking love you, dude. I love you so much.
Monty,
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Episode 1000, Monty. Episode 1000.
Yeah, we get to hang out in real life. We get to hang out in real life,
man.
Awesome. Yeah, it's
gonna be
dope,
great.
dude. It's gonna be
Jeff, don't talk to me like that. Or I'm gonna clap them cheeks.
That's only
cheeks, bro.
15 episodes away, by the way. 15 more episodes. It's fast approaching.
Have a good night, Jeff. Enjoy your Popeyes. Thank you for hanging with us.
I love you guys. I love you, Ben. I love you,
Love
Billy.
you
I
too,
love you,
man.
Monty. I love you, DP fam. And you know what, Groypers out there? I love you too. I love you too. Make better fucking choices in your life. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, so we're gonna do a little switch up here.
A switcheroo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
I'm excited for episode 1000, and I rarely get excited. I rarely ever am excited, and I'm excited for episode 1000.
That's good to know that you're excited.
I'm hyped for episode 1K.
Their main
And everybody at home should be too.
points. They're investigating me. They issued the subpoena because they're trying to get to the bottom of the six, and they believe.
You had
a dreadlock fell out?
That's a whole dread.
How does that even happen?
Back.
that there's this criminal activity.
That's so long to let go.
Just glue it on.
You should fucking auction that off to a viewer. Can you auction that dread off to a viewer, make a necklace out of it?
I mean, you should make a choker.
Yeah, a choker. Is there like one of Hannibal's masks you could hang off the choker? Like a tooth from one of his masks?
Make a small one.
That'd be cute.
Make a small one.
Make some jewelry out of that shit and sell it to the fan base. Somebody will give you like $6K for it.
Yeah.
Make an NFT out of your dreadlock.
Well,
I lost a whole.
And this is pretty important. The main things that they thought to include, this is the relevance. This is why I'm being compelled to testify, are what exactly? Because I was at the completely peaceful Stop the Steal rallies in Washington, D.C.
And then you went to the Capitol, which you've admitted to being there. You didn't go in. People tried to nail you and use a photo of a guy who kind of looked like you a little bit and say it was you, but it's not true. I don't believe you were in there, but I think your followers were in there, some of them, and I think you either directly or indirectly told them they should go in there.
But you definitely did for months prior incite these rallies to become feral.
Yep.
As you said, you must become feral. What does that mean? We'll talk about it when you get subpoenaed.
The relevant context, that's part of the relevant complaint. They're saying this was a terrorist attack like 9/11. They were trying to overthrow the government. And we demand you tell us what happened because you're relevant to the investigation. And here's why we think that you are important. And one of the reasons out of just a handful that they give is that I went to a completely peaceful rally at D.C. in November and December. Right? There was no criminal activity, no violence. I was charged for nothing.
But what did you say there? And then what were the results of what you said? That's what they care about. Not that anything actually happened there. But what did you say, and what were the results of what you said?
Investigated for nothing. That's part of the complaint. In addition to that, they say that, well, I said I wanted to destroy the GOP. They said at another...
That means no one on this committee is going to have your back at all.
Rally, I said that we should be feral.
Yeah.
Which, what even does that mean?
So now you're going to pretend like you don't know what it means when you said it?
You're questioning people to discard their civilized ways and create a little bit of a chaos.
Which is what they did.
And another one, I said...
Mr. Captain Snacks gave a dono and said, does Monty now get to put the dread under his pillow so the dread fairy will come bring him a little dollar or something?
No, the dread fairy brings weed. Weed.
You should storm state
a fatty boombatty blunt.
Capitals, which, given the context, given what we had been doing, pretty clearly meant demonstrate. If I go to...
Being feral... hold on. A feral demonstration is different. That's what you got on January 6th. So
Michigan and protest peacefully and say...
I like how he's like, what does that even mean now? That word that I said that they have a problem with. What does it actually mean?
We want the state legislatures to hear our voices, and we want the
says
Republican
Hillary
state
and her supporters did try to invalidate the 2016 results with the Russia shit, but never attacked the Capitol. I mean, the Russia shit definitely was was a weird smoke screen, and she's also being investigated for that, isn't she? Aren't they calling in the lawyer that called in the Russia tip? Aren't they she's under investigation? No? Yes? Is that not happening?
Specs on point with that shit. That shit did happen, but no crimes happened.
We're not sure about that. We're investigating it, and that's all Nick is here for, is an investigation as well.
No crimes by the people. They incited people to commit crimes.
To retake their right to appoint electors and appoint electors that'll vote for Trump. And I do that in Michigan, and I do that in Atlanta, and I do that in Phoenix, and I do that in Harrisburg, and then I go to D.C. and say, hey, we need to storm state capitals like we've been doing. You know, it's pretty clear from the context what that means, but that's included.
He's like giving his testimony right now. They can record this and be like, well, what'd you mean when you said this the other day then?
They will.
Don't talk about it.
Someone in the chat says, oh man, I hope Nick defends himself in Congress with this rhetoric. It's going to go over real well. Well, he's already put it out there so they can, if he tries to behave not like Nick Fuentes during this deposition, they can play this video and be like, well, what did you mean when you said this then?
Yeah.
In short, then they
what are
add...
you trying to say?
I mean, I'd say I feel bad for his lawyer, but his lawyer's going to get paid whether he gets in trouble or not. So
that I received a donation
his word straight.
In December.
I represent him all day.
I received.
Someone else in the chat said, DP has become so one-sided. Anyone remember when they used to make fun of both sides? We literally just made fun of both sides.
Yeah, I don't know if you recognize.
We did. Me and Chef made fun of both sides.
Yeah.
Just now.
I only made fun of the liberals because I'm actually a secret conservative. I'm going to take over Cozy TV when Nick goes into jail.
And it's hard to pretend that there's only two sides when you look at this. Yeah. Like, he doesn't support.
It's hard for me to look at them as two sides.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing. It's you guys argue back and forth forever, and nothing gets done.
But Nick is outside of that. He's like, he's not mainstream, but he's even further. Like, he's like into authoritarianism and shit. He wants like a Catholic version of the Taliban running his ideal country.
And I want a fat version of the Taliban running my ideal country.
The large Bitcoin donation in the first, or I should say the second week of December. And this is part of their complaint. And so how does this make any sense? I'm a person who has not been indicted, not been charged, did not enter the Capitol. There's no criminal activity. And believe me, if there was, I'd be charged by now.
That's not true.
They
just charged another guy. They just charged the Oath Keeper guy just a couple days ago.
Yeah, what he's saying here in his subpoena could bring charges upon him.
Yeah.
We don't know where it will go from here. This is a committee investigating. This is not. This is the Congress committee investigating. Yep. The FBI is doing their own investigations. We don't know what is available. They might work together and find Nick. Nick might fill in the blanks in his talking right now. In his grand martyrdom, he might fill in some blanks the FBI needed to charge him and others around him.
They're hoping he kind of rats himself out.
Yeah.
I went to nearly every Capitol during the Stop the Steal period. Every one of the contested battleground state capitals. I was at all of them except for Wisconsin and Nevada. But I was at every other one.
Is that because you got banned from flying?
DC 2 times before the 6th.
Oh, no, he got banned after the 6th. Or no, was he banned before because of when he got kicked off the plane?
He was banned before from around the time he got kicked off the plane,
That's why
supposedly.
he didn't get to go to those other ones, right? He was trying to fly to one of them.
Yeah.
And I spoke alongside Alex Jones and Ali Alexander and many people. And then I was at the 6th, and I was investigated by the FBI, and I was put on a no-fly list, and they seized my money, and they investigated the money. And they've been investigating me now for over a year. And if they found any hint of evidence that there was trespassing, disorderly conduct, incitement, conspiracy, a weapons charge, a vandalism charge, anything like that, I would have been charged by now.
That's not how the FBI works. No, that's not how the FBI works. They wait and charge you when they're almost 100% sure they'll get a conviction. You may not get charged, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get charged. It could take years. If they want to ride this out and continue to find exactly what they're going to hit you with, there's a reason they have, what was it, a 90% conviction rate for federal cases?
Yeah.
They don't fuck around. And saying I would have been charged by now is the exact opposite of the way it is. They go for years to make sure their conviction rate doesn't drop.
Evidence would have been found, and it would have been sufficient. They at least would have questioned me, which they never did.
They're about to question you.
Yeah, the feds may never question you, but the Congress is questioning you, and the feds may be in line with the committee, the congressional committee, and they may be giving you on a congressional committee for you to hang yourself further, so then they can come question you off of the information they get there. This could be you getting honeypotted on your fucking martyr scheme into giving up way more information than you ever should have. You should have went in when they called you the first time and said, "Look, this is the way it was. I was trying to save face for my people. You know, they believe the election was stolen, and we came to give our God-given right to protest in America. We're free speech." Do your little fucking spiel there.
You got to wonder the $250,000 that he was sitting on that they seized. Is he going to try to like cook the books on that?
Well, I guess it wasn't $250,000 in Bitcoin. It was a $250,000 solid steel dildo with a cat inscription on it, and he was physically sitting on it. He was physically sitting on the $250,000.
He was keystring
cat cock statue. Yes.
And at the most, they would have charged me, but that has never happened. So when they can't find anything after an exhaustive year of investigation, they've charged 700 people. And they even said that people like me would be a priority. In the first month, in the first 2 weeks of the investigation, Michael Sherwin, who was running it in the DOJ, said that they prioritized these so-called internet celebrities to send a message of shock and awe to all the Trump supporters so that they wouldn't demonstrate at the inauguration on January 20th last year. And that was true. They charged Baked Alaska. They charged Brandon Straka.
So what is the reasoning why they waited with you?
Because they don't have physical evidence of him breaching the Capitol building.
Right. And I don't think he did.
Yeah, and so what they're doing now is they're trying to find other things to charge him with, and it's taking time because they want to make sure they have hard evidence. With Baked Alaska, he videotaped himself with the evidence. Yeah. There's more time to have to investigate here. And if they have nothing, they have nothing. But if they find something, it's not going to be within the first year if they have to put a real case together. Because they have to be basically confident they'll get a conviction. That's how the FBI works, or else they will let the case die.
They charged all the people that were famous that they could first. So not only was I investigated for over a year, and I believe it's ongoing, and not only have I already been punished more than anybody else who is being investigated but not charged, no-fly list, assets seized.
The no-fly list was before January 6th. It's because you had a fucking mask issue, and they put you on the no-fly list then. Your assets were seized because it was $250,000 from a questionable source.
But I also would have been a priority. I would have been a priority. They've been investigating me for a year plus, and I'm a priority. And given what they've done, they've already taken drastic actions in the investigation, and they don't have anything. They don't have anything.
Okay.
They've charged more than 700 people, and they've charged the internet
celebrities. You know how
celebrities.
many people I know who have been under federal investigation that said they don't have anything? Like, that's what every person under investigation says. They don't have anything. They say
they got nothing.
And because until they convict you, you have to admit they have nothing. That's how this works. This dog and pony show you're doing to say they have nothing, it's protocol, okay? Good for you, Nick. You're doing the same thing Martin Shkreli did up until they put him in jail for years. And I was there the whole time watching that. And he probably hung himself by live streaming as well. And his lawyer called him and said, you should not be doing this. This is not going to help your case. And now you're going through the same motions. And maybe you will be fine. Maybe you will be scot-free. But this is the song every fucking man sings before he gets federally convicted, and it's not a overnight story of his federal conviction. It's years dancing around and thinking you're free and hanging yourself. Good luck. I don't want Nick. I don't want Nick to go to jail. I don't want anybody to go to jail. But
I want Nick to go to jail.
If you do, I'm gonna make fucking jokes all the time about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at my life. I'm on a
funny.
federal no-fly list. I'm banned from everything. I'm basically banned from making money on the internet. You think you're going to give me a little subpoena and that's going to scare me? You can't scare me. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit me with subpoena. They're trying to investigate me so that I'll stop doing what I do. That's what the whole thing is about. It's political. It is meant to scare people who are not doing anything wrong to stop doing the things that are perfectly legal, which is political activism. They want to put down the Trump revolt and stop talking about election fraud and stop talking about the vaccine mandates and everything. So that's partially what it's about, is to scare people like me. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm exercising my First Amendment right. But they're trying to scare me into refraining from doing that because they can't get me for anything else. The other part of it is this. The more that they put me in a jeopardizing situation like this, the greater the likelihood is that they could charge me after the fact. Now, I haven't done anything wrong so far. But if they subpoena me, and if I go in and testify, and if I say something...
Didn't they? What do you mean if they subpoena you?
Something that is inconsistent with what they know about me, again, intentionally or unintentionally.
I mean, he already got it. He has it.
Yeah.
If I lie, maybe I just...
Which is not...
He just said, if I lie. You're planning on lying?
I don't think it's going to end well for Nick.
I know. Look at... Hold on.
No, I haven't done anything wrong so far. But if they subpoena me, and if I go in and testify, and if I say something that is inconsistent with what they know about me, again, intentionally or unintentionally, if I lie...
The problem with this is if I lie... I'm going to be in trouble.
Bro, shut the fuck up. He needs to shut up right now.
Yeah, see, you're being his lawyer right now.
Yeah, he needs to shut up. I will be texting him, Nick, shut the fuck up. Call me. In the stream, call me.
It'd be hilarious if Nick had a Jewish lawyer.
Yeah.
Because he's anti-Semitic, but you know, like, he would probably just hire a Jewish lawyer. I think he would.
He would.
Yeah.
He would. I'm sure he did.
Maybe I just misremember something. Then they can charge me anyway. And then they got me. And so make no mistake about it. Oh, and add to that, all along the way, this is costing me tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because while all this is ongoing in the FBI and the DOJ and Congress, which have limitless resources, while all this is going on, I've got to retain legal counsel. So it's not enough that I've got this specter hanging over my head of they're going to throw you in jail for no reason. It's not enough that they're putting me in jeopardy with the subpoena.
I thought it didn't bother you.
But also they've dragged this on for as long as possible so that
I thought this was good for you and it was making you a martyr.
He definitely said he wasn't scared. He wasn't
but earlier
afraid.
he was talking about like how it was actually a good thing and how it makes him feel pretty good, you know, that he's accomplished so much at such a young age.
But he's backtracking.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now. For somebody not scared, homie sounds shook.
Yep.
Got to pay a lawyer, and I've got 5 lawyers on retainer, and I can do it because I have very generous donors who are patriots.
Yeah, their money's getting thrown away to make some lawyer rich. Good for you. Way to advance your cause.
Now that all the alt-writers are getting kicked off of Patreon, should they start one called Patriot?
I'm going to say this on behalf of DP. At least when y'all throw your money here, you got to laugh for it. You got something for that money.
There are currently no lawyers being paid with DP contributions.
Knock on wood.
Yes. You just get a good laugh. Like, you pay DP, you laugh.
Speaking of which, do we have any Streamlabs that we could read? And hey, if you guys want to chuck us a couple bucks to help us get a little closer to 50% of our goal, we'd really appreciate it. We'll read them before the end of the show here.
Here is Ariel, paid some money, and here's Ariel says this.
If somebody drops $50, I'll tell the story of how I pissed in a girl's cat box.
Oh, I want to hear that story.
There you go.
Here is Ariel. This is not an endorsement of Drunken Peasants. This was a donation from Here is Ariel. Here is Ariel says, I heard Nick was the leader of January 6th, 2021. I don't know if that's true. He's being subpoenaed, so the investigation will uncover whether or not Nick was the leader. Mr. Captain Snacks again asked if Monty puts his dread under his pillow. Does the Dread Fairy collect it and leave him with a dime bag? We have confirmed yes.
Yeah.
Jake,
that's what happens. But
Jake Lesba said, "Can I get a JF impression from the German guy, please?" We got a solid JF impression tonight.
Yeah.
Six Hydro said, "I love the JF redacted impression." B-Ball Julian gave said, "Can some girl just take one for the team and bang Nick so he'll go away? It's not going to fix it. The idea that Nick getting laid is going to fix anything is..."
And why would you ask someone else to do that? What a horrible thing.
Yeah. Nah, I think all women should have sex with Nick, only because he doesn't want it. Chili Groyper says, "I'm absolutely sure that Nick would debate you on your show."
No, you're not.
Get someone smart to do it.
You guys are so dumb because, like, seriously, there have been so many of you that have come to us and said this exact same thing, and I've had to literally show them how Nick ran away from us. And then they shut up and they block me on Twitter or wherever they said it. And then another one comes. You guys just are dumb as fuck.
Mickey the Vicky says, "I agree with Jeff. Nick needs to nut." Egghead Show says, "Patriot is defined as a person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. They aren't patriots, they're terrorists. Plain and simple. Lock them all up and throw away the key."
Man, I felt like Egghead was really here for a second.
Yeah, it was Egghead. Chili Groyper said, "I'm very sure that Nick would debate on your platform. Who would you choose to debate him? You better pick someone smart. Unlike Fat Ian or Destiny." Who's Fat Ian?
Vosh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was his real name.
Damn.
And then B-Ball Julian gave that big love.
That's what Nick Fuentes calls Vosh. It's like a fucking elementary school insult.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is fine.
Okay.
He knows his audience. B-Ball Julian says, "I had a great payday at work. Just paying my DP tax. Thank you for the tax." Screw Bucket says, "Awesome job on the weight loss, Billy. Big heart. I'm fasting today. All I've had is kimchi and iced tea." Lord of Nurgle says, "Listen to Nick list the things he's banned from at age 23 makes me think he should reevaluate his life choices." Seriously, fuck this guy. Lord Magicus, again, wanted us to watch that final 7 Fantasies Italian Senate news story, which maybe if we have time after this is wrapped up, maybe we'll pull it up just for shiggles. JD numero ocho. Talking about the guy that runs Getter looking like he ate Asterios and took his identity. Jennifer Robbins gave some big love. Coop Car gave some big love. And that wraps us up on the shield drill. Thank you guys for the continued support.
There we go.
One thing that happens is when your support runs out, Ben and I will have to quit doing Drunken Peasants, and we made a pact that when we quit doing Drunken Peasants, we're going to join Cozy TV. So keep us from becoming the next wave of the other right. When will we do DP's Got Talent? Hey Tristan, how you been? We may be due for one of those again
eventually
soon. Who knows? Who knows? Who goes there? Motherfucker, Miss Papa Bear. But that's all that she wrote in the donos.
There we go.
Let's just catch the end of this really quick.
I'll get my LaCroix out here. Pretty wild. No. We have our biggest audience ever on Cozy TV. I didn't see what it peaked at, but I think we had 11,000 people watching. That's the biggest audience we've ever had on Cozy TV. So, pretty good stuff.
What flavor LaCroix is he drinking?
On a custom platform. We built our own platform. Now we got 11,000.
Throughout this whole thing, he kept also being like, well, in the next life, I'm going to be rewarded for what I'm doing here.
1,000 people watching. Can you say inevitable? Can you say America First is inevitable?
Can you say inevitable? Can you say Nick Fuentes that maybe you need to get subpoenaed every day if you want to keep these numbers up? I want to see where the numbers are a week from now, and then a month from now, and then, a month after he's been in prison. I have to go piss. I'll be thinking of you Groypers while I do it.
Grip it extra firm when you piss, Billy. Just let him know.
Defund the Groypers.
Yes. No, the Groypers are fun. Like, why are we so mad at the Groypers?
As much as I dislike Nick Fuentes, I didn't want him to get banned from YouTube or anywhere else, but I think if he's found to be responsible for anything at the January 6th event that they had, then he should be punished for that. Otherwise, I just kind of enjoyed making fun of him on the internet.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to laugh if he goes to jail. I'm telling you, he's going to come out, butthole the size of a Pringles can, and he will be our new leader.
He won't be able to pass the butthole challenge, Trumpster Bob's butthole challenge.
He won't.
Check this out.
So I'm excited for him.
Check this out. This is a news lady getting hit by a car.
And now we're starting to experience, unfortunately, in freeze thaw, we see this, water main breaks.
No.
Got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but
She's live on the news. She's like, I just got hit by a car, but she's okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, Tim.
That's the first
I'm
one on
okay.
TV, Tori.
Look at this guy. Does not look concerned whatsoever, and he's like, "Well, that's a first." It's like, shouldn't you be like, "Oh shit"? Because like I would have been like, "Oh shit."
Are you okay? Like,
and he's like, "Well, that's a first." His reaction
is
is
just there?
Nothing. Like, look, his face. He does not react. Look at his face the whole time. He's like, "Huh?"
Oh, wait, there it is.
A little bit.
He just furrowed his brow a bit.
That's
and then
it.
went.
Yeah, this lady's live on the news, and a car comes out of nowhere and hits her. She hits her head on the camera.
Got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay, Tim.
That's the first for you on TV, Tori.
Wow.
We're all good.
This guy's a sociopath.
That's live TV for you.
He's like, well, that's a first. Oh, well, the driver's like, oh, my God.
It's all good. I actually got hit by a car in college, too, just like that.
Wow.
I love how she...
Wow.
Can we get the beginning of her talking while she's in reporter mode?
What do you mean?
You know, when she's obviously saying something before she gets hit, right?
Yeah.
I want to hear her voice compared to after she gets hit by a car.
All right.
I want to hear the way she talks.
And now we're starting to experience, unfortunately, in freeze thaw, we see this, water main breaks.
She never says it. She never uses her reporter voice.
Got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay, Tim.
That's the first for you on
okay.
TV, Tori.
Woo!
I'm okay.
Woo! Good. I'm okay. Yeah, you know, that's live TV for you. It's all good.
It's not.
So
that's not live TV for you.
Live TV for you. It's all good. And then she goes into her story about college.
Actually got hit by a car in college, too, just like that.
Wow.
I am so glad I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Wow.
I'm so glad I'm okay. She's going into her college girl phase. She's redacting back to the moment.
This guy has no emotions whatsoever.
Yes, because he's sick in the head.
He just saw someone get hit live.
I think he's actually butthurt right now because he hired that driver to hit her because he's been having an affair with her, and he wanted to get her. He wanted to get her off the news, and now he's like, the guy didn't even make full contact. I'm gonna have to deal with her being a martyr now, just like Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Yeah.
Fuck, motherfuck.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking.
Here's Billy with the deeper story as to what happened. I see it.
You're okay.
Shit.
We're all good. This is you know what? It's one
sure
woman
you're
band.
okay, Tori?
We're good, Tim. Man,
Oh my God.
You're so sweet, and you're okay. It is all good. You know, oh Lord.
So you
know, it's my last week on the job, and I think this would happen.
She's gone full spastic mode.
She's probably in shock.
Wow.
Yes.
To me, Tim.
I want to see her do an interview in like her interview voice. I want to see it so bad because she is like she's like, oh my God, it's so wacky and funny.
Down low, Tori, or were you hit up high? I couldn't really tell from the looking.
Were you hitting the vagina? Were you hitting in the low territory?
Did he tag that ass?
I don't even. Do you know if I was bumped down lower or
Do you think our baby survived?
God, she's in West Virginia.
Because this is your last week working here too, so you know it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone.
Trying to kick you out of here ever since you had my illegitimate love child.
Yeah,
we're in West Virginia. People don't need to know that you're my daughter.
I don't even know. I don't even know, Tim. My whole life just flashed before my eyes. But this is live TV and everything's okay. I thought I was in a safe spot, but clearly
he's a fucking. For one, he's a news anchor.
Look at his face.
He's a news anchor. He's not supposed to have original thoughts. He's a teleprompter Kindle.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, oh, that'll happen. Yes, are you sure you're okay? Well, now, can we get the teleprompter back to tell me what to think right now? Because I'm kind of lost having to go off the cuff. Matter of fact, this car accident has hurt me more than it's hurt you, you dilapidated twat. You've been through this before, as you said from college. I need my teleprompter. You get back out there in the street, and I'm going to ask you about fucking Dunbar, West Virginia, okay?
You're in. Now, just to set the stage for you, once again, Tori's in an area right now there's been a water main break. So
she's high right now. That impact got her like, her hair's all fucked up.
Those kind of situations are when emergency
she's on a rush right now.
There's a lot of confusion from people about drivers about where to go. So it's possible
people
that's
get
what
distracted a little bit.
She's got a boyfriend, husband, whatever. She's going home, and she is letting out all this fucking euphoria of near-death experience out on her husband or her wife or girlfriend, whatever the. I'm gonna say she's doing some fucking tonight.
Oh yeah.
I've played this before, but this is my favorite video that I've seen in a long time. I know Monty hasn't seen it. Check this out.
Okay.
Yeah,
No. This is a recipe for disaster already.
You know what's wild is that the mom here is actually, she's got the VR headset on, and she is the car from the last clip in the VR.
Okay. Makes sense.
She's driving that car.
They're like, oh.
And that's the reporter.
Oh! Show that again. Show that. She just. Oh!
Yeah, it ain't gonna.
She's like, I'm scared.
That's that type of impact that makes you say, I fucked both of my parents. Someone's saying that's a clip from the new Matrix movie. Is that what that was?
One more time. One more time. It's too good. It's too good. Oh, God.
I like how this blonde kid in the background's like, I'm not getting near her.
No,
I'm not an idiot.
That kid's smart. This other kid looks a little off, if you ask me.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. Oh. It's so fucking hilarious.
All right.
This kid,
I know it's weird. One more time.
One more time.
This kid's not off. He's going to grow up to host like a secular talk podcast.
It ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, where's you looking at? Walk towards me. I'm scared.
It's not going to hurt you.
Not you.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh, yep. Watch out, Zach. Watch out, Zach.
I don't know why you guys are laughing. This happens literally every time women get a hold of technology.
Okay. It's pretty great. Watch out, Zach.
Zach got a quick 5.
Yeah, I love it. Watch out, Zach. They're always named Zach, too. Zach Fuentes.
She was playing Subpoena VR.
I needed that one bad.
Ayo.
I'll play another thing here too. So there's this guy who was running for mayor in Calgary, Alberta, and he's pissed off a bunch of people because he put out an ad for this place, that some coffee place, okay, that he runs, and they say it's racist. I'll let you guys be the judge, okay?
Forget gas, huff this is the slogan for this coffee blend called Wasted Native. This ad has been circulating around on social media.
He's saying like, hey natives, I know you normally huff gas to get high, but you should try this coffee instead.
And it's causing concern as this new coffee business by Kevin J. Johnston launches its website. But what's unsettling for these commenters is not only the racist logo, but Johnston claims he is running for mayor in Calgary.
It is concerning. This is the reason we need diversity and Native voices sitting at the table.
Marilyn North Pagan is the first Blackfoot woman to run for city councillor in Calgary. She told APTN she wasn't surprised when she saw the ad, but needed to speak out.
Being a leader, we have to start acknowledging it, because if we are silent about it, we're just as guilty for creating the violence. When I did look at that, that's the first thing that came.
Do you want to try the coffee?
No.
Oh. Well, you don't drink coffee anyway.
Oh, well, I don't want to drink some religious guy's coffee. Like, I don't care if he's racist. I hate that he's religious. I don't want to drink your fucking God brew. Get out of here.
Where's the religious part? Did he already?
They said he was a pastor.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Stereotype of the images that actually don't exist but are making fun out of Native people. It's just another version of the mascots.
You cannot take the Redskins logo.
No, that's the Cleveland
your
Indians. That's the Cleveland Indians logo.
The Indians. Okay, the Indians. Okay. You can't take the Indians logo and then claim you're not racist. Well, racist when you call it wasted native. What?
Yeah.
No. Sit down.
He knows his audience, and I hope that fucking Alberta and Calgary are going to do the right thing and end this guy's political career with the vote.
Trying to get rid of in these sports teams, and people don't understand
You mean
why we want
steal
to get
the
rid of
election
them.
from him?
On the website, Johnston
Hopefully.
claims that Wasted Native was a hit with real Native Indians in northern Alberta, and that they all
No, it
wanted
wasn't.
the Indian face, name, and joke on the packaging. It isn't clear who he consulted with, and the company didn't
Someone he
reply
paid.
to our request for an interview, but this isn't the first.
He's got a liberal tears coffee blend.
Yeah.
It's true. It's Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, crying a giant liberal tear. Look at his getup too. It's like a black T-shirt, black jeans, and sunglasses.
Time Johnston has been.
He's like the Johnny Cash of racist Canadians.
I like how it says no plastic containers. Like he's on that. He's happy to be on that side of progress. He doesn't want to put plastic in the world, but he also doesn't want to wear masks.
Yeah. And I
It's
want to
cute.
talk shit about any race that I want to.
I like how he goes from no
I should be able to
plastic
say anything I
containers
want.
to climate change is a hoax immediately afterwards.
Right. Fair trade, organic, no plastic. Climate change is a hoax.
Just want you to
Like
say
what?
it's no plastic, not because of climate change.
Just because like plastic sucks.
Like we all can agree that plastic doesn't deteriorate at a rapid rate, and we got a lot of woods up here in Canada. We don't want to have coffee cups out in the woods for 100 years.
Called out for racist remarks.
Kevin J. Johnston here.
In 2019, the Ontario Superior Court ordered Johnston to pay $2.5 million in damages for hateful Islamophobic comments in Mississauga, Ontario.
Damn. See, like that happens in Canada. That, like, you couldn't do that here. You couldn't sue someone for saying for hate speech.
No.
This guy tried to flee to
No.
the U.S. and he got arrested, and he's released on bail right now for trying to flee to the U.S.
They're not going to take his ass. Like, the U.S. isn't going to take him. He was trying to.
Yeah, nobody wants you, dude.
North Pagan says these are the reasons
I'm a
why
political
Calgary needs
prisoner.
Indigenous
I'm a
representation
refugee.
in the city to diminish acts such as this.
Right. I know they generate trauma. I know they generate all the negative feelings that, especially someone like me who's a federal day school person. We just have to look at the positive aspects and know that not everybody in the society is like that.
The coffee can be bought online, and despite the feedback, there has been no sign of changing the name.
Yeah, that's also Canadian, so that's like $15 American. Not seriously, but
Or removing the coffee blend from the website. Tamara Pimentel, APTN National News, Calgary.
Is it? Stan McHugh says it's still okay to make fun of Italians. You can make fun of whoever the fuck you want, but let's recognize the Italians for helping create the middle class in America. Appreciate all their ties to labor. Much love. The Irish, the ties to labor.
Germans.
Let's stop making fun of people and let's start celebrating what people do for us.
All of those Chinese that were outsourced workers before we had labor laws in the U.S. During the gold rush, building the railroads and all that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Shout out to all the white people, the good white people, the lovely white people.
That's the shit we need. Fuck calling them white people. Let's not call them white people. Let's call them the Irish and the Italians.
No, I'm talking about white people in general. All white.
Can we call them? White people's a made up fucking thing.
Can we call them white people?
All the white people. I want to shout out all the white people. I want you guys to be proud.
White people's a made up fucking thing. The Italians and the Germans, all of those are a thing. White people's not a fucking thing. Fuck white people.
Oh, I disagree wholeheartedly. White people are some of the best people in America, based on numbers.
yeah, that's because you lump all these cultures into one.
Yeah, it's true.
Group.
I mean, like, it's weird. It's weird that like someone from Greece or Italy, that's like has like a pretty dark complexion for Europeans, are grouped with white people like Irish people, like Celtic people with red hair and freckles and super white skin. They're both white somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't used to, though. They used to be really picky back in the day in America who they considered white. Like Polish people weren't considered white.
Yeah.
Irish people weren't considered white. There was all kinds of, like, they weren't, they excluded a lot of groups. A lot of it had to do with religion, too. Like, there were mostly Protestants in the United States. They wanted to keep the Catholics out. There were political parties during the founding of the nation that were against Catholics. There were ones that were against Freemasons from getting elected into government. All kinds of stuff.
It's all power. It's all positions of power, and you
So,
segregate for power reasons. And let's
say fuck the label white people. That's what I
even
want.
there's like older ways that they used to classify race, and in those older ones, Arabs were considered white too. They were in the like white category too.
But like, there's a lot of white people who identify as white people, and to say fuck white people is a slight against them. I'm tired of people.
Well, he's saying fuck the concept of taking a bunch of people who don't really have that much in common and making them the white group, is what he's saying.
Like, let's just be who we are.
Yeah, but that's the problem. You can't say let's be who we are and then say fuck white people, right? Like, some people identify as that. So
white people, they identify as that, but they're not that. That's what I'm saying.
But they are if people are saying fuck white people and they're identifying them as white people. Like,
they're not white people.
People are being identified as white people. People are saying white people are the man.
There's too much diversity within what's considered a white person to paint it with a broad brush like that.
Then why can groups of people say that white people are evil and stuff like that? Like, it's
why can they?
Yeah,
because they can be wrong.
Shouldn't be doing that either, because white people do not fucking exist. It's a made up fucking thing.
I don't know.
I agree with what you're saying.
Everything is made up. And we give value and we give power to made up things all the time. So there's a structure there.
And I tend to lean more towards more accurate definitions of things and more precise things than broad generalizations, because broad generalizations don't usually tell the whole story.
But you'll go to a broad generalization when it benefits you, right?
Not necessarily.
But you will, and from time to time. Well, everybody does.
Okay, what's your point that everybody does? You're doing this weird, like, everybody does this, everybody thinks that.
It's easy to say that I'm not going to broadly generalize something. I'm going to scrutinize things on a personal level when you do broadly generalize things other times. Like, it's easy. It's easy.
I didn't
to say
I would never do it, but I tend to lean towards more information than less information.
Which is probably the right way to do it. But we don't always do it that way.
What does it have to do with us always doing it that way? I don't understand the point. Yeah, people don't always do the same thing 100% of the time.
Yeah, so we can't just say fuck white people because it's the right thing to do at that 1% of the time.
And then I further explain what he meant when he
can, because someone has to start doing it.
Someone has to start saying fuck white people?
No.
Yes, because white people don't exist.
I mean,
he's saying fuck the concept of it.
Yeah, but based on everything going on in this world, white people do exist, and they're often labeled as the source of people's problems, right?
Yeah.
Is that not where we're at socially? Where
it's made up.
Like race as a concept in general is
the term "fuck white people" the way you're explaining it is that healthy?
He's using white people as one example of many other examples, and he's saying like race as a whole.
Believing that the earth is flat when it's fucking not. Germans, Italians, Irish, they're all fucking different. They're not all fucking white. That's dumb. It's all different people. And we lump them into one category. All these different cultures that aren't the fucking same. So yeah, fuck the label white people.
Yeah, so like Monty, a black person from the United States, he looks similar to like someone from Jamaica or someone from Africa, but what does he really have in common with them?
So when I say if you say fuck white people and I say fuck black people, do they have the same meaning?
I don't agree with that terminology. I would say fuck the concept of white people and black people and like grouping people under one word. So many people under one word based on like something that varies too.
My thought is stop saying fuck any type of person, right? If you really want to not generalize things, then target the people directly that are at fault.
I'm saying fuck that label. That label's bullshit. But
it exists, right?
Use it. It exists. We all use it to classify this group of people. And I'm saying fuck that label. And if it's wrong to say fuck that label, then I'm fucking wrong. Because I'm going to say fuck that label all day, every day. I don't see a lump of white people. I see many different cultures.
And individuals within the culture.
The lump of white people that have been generationally described as white people, and they've grown up thinking they're white people, even if white people doesn't exist, they're going to feel some sort of way when you say fuck white people, right?
Fuck their feelings.
Well, see, that's where the true evil comes. That's where the true evil comes.
No, reality is there. Reality exists. Fuck your feelings.
Where's reality?
Is there. You're not a white person. And I guarantee you, not all, but I bet a bunch of those people know their actual heritage.
So, as a person on the outside looking in towards white people, Monty, I ask you,
yes.
When these white people are vilified, yes. When they're vilified for being white people, what should their reaction be?
In what way?
Well,
in what way?
And when society wants to blame white people for white people things in this colloquial collective of white people, how should these people who are being identified as white people, well, white people doesn't exist, how should they react to being like the white devil? How should they react to being the white nationalists, even if they aren't partaking in the Nicholas J. Fuentes side of things, but they're being lumped in with other white people actions? How should they react when they themselves don't identify as that type of white people, but are identified as that type of white people because they're collectively white people? How should they react?
I'm saying we need to wash out white people. This is the white people thing. Just That's not you. Fuck the term white people. It's
Yeah,
still-
you know, I just looked something up because I saw someone say something in the chat. There's a broad consensus across the biological and social sciences that race is a social construct, not an accurate representation of human genetic variation. Humans are remarkably genetically similar, sharing approximately 99.9% of their genetic code with one another.
Exactly.
Like race is like an arbitrary way, a very it's a broad way that we categorize people solely based on similar skin tones when there's so many other aspects of human genetics that we carry.
Yeah, of course, like from a realistic level, but most people
being realistic.
Most people are prejudiced, right?
Yeah, and that prejudice is the problem because we've been programmed to be white people and black people. Fuck that. That's dumb. That's so.
It is
fucking
dumb, but it carries a
stupid.
lot of power, right?
Yes, but how do you kill that power unless you speak against it? If you just want to sit and be comfortable with it, then you're just letting it go. Fuck that.
How can you speak against a power and not speak totally for what it is?
What do you mean?
Well, you're saying speaking against a power, but like you're speaking against it from a side where you're saying, you know, fuck white people, right? But it's not.
I'm not saying fuck white people in general. Like you and Ben. I'm not saying fuck y'all.
Yeah,
'cause y'all are lumped into that.
I don't think you are. I'm just trying to come at it from a way.
It seems like you're arguing with an argument he'd never made. Like
my
like
argument.
You keep arguing that he said "fuck white people" as if he was like saying it in a way that he didn't mean.
Well, because it's
and then we tried to explain it to you.
It's a very triggering statement, right? And I'm thinking of all the people who.
So you're triggered and not actually making a point.
No, not me. I'm trying to think on the side of all the white people, like the Nicholas J. Fuentes fans that are here, and how what would be.
Why are you worried about them?
Because they're human beings, and I don't want to
understand what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw fuel on their fire. I want to douse their fire. I want to think of ways to talk to them in a way that makes
here's
them.
the thing. Well, okay, then we just explained to you what he actually meant, but you're still arguing with an assumption. So you're not really stoking the flames. You're like kind of taking their side on it.
What side?
I don't know.
I'm trying to get to a way to talk to these people in a way that doesn't trigger them.
But you guys are talking right now, and he made a totally different point than the point you're arguing with.
Yeah. And I see people in the chat, but black is real. No, like, here's what happened. I, as a black American, there's all this shit that always goes on. Go back to Africa, all this shit. If I went back to Africa, I'd be laughed out of that country. I'd be a nothing. I'd be a piece of shit. My culture is completely different from my ancestors that came here. I am an American. This is where I am. I'm a thing. African American is a thing. Whatever label you want to put on it, figure out what label. I don't give a. This is a thing. We are our own culture. Slavery made us this way. We were brought here and raised generation after generation to be this culture.
Yeah.
This is a thing. Label it how you want to label it. I'm not welcome anywhere but here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is weird, the term African American. I would rather say like American of African ancestry, because African American makes it sound like you're either from Africa or you've been to Africa, or like, you know, it's kind of a weird term. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just tired of saying fuck any type of people. You know, I want to stop saying fuck people. I want to stop saying like this idea that you can punch up, right? Like these are the things I'm trying to question now. Like that's why I bring it up. I'm just like,
all right, Billy, hear me out. I'm not trying to say fuck any type of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I am saying fuck white people in the sense of the label white people is fucking dumb.
The label white people is dumb.
Yeah, that's the way you explained it. Obviously, yeah, but in like operation,
That's what I'm saying.
in operation though, like we're still saying fuck white people, and I'm wondering if there's a better way, you know, because we seem to be in this loop where history repeats itself every 30 fucking years, and we're here at another loop that happened 30 years ago and 30 years before that.
Billy, I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
Find a way to stand up.
Stand up.
Stand
It's
up.
amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to read these comments tomorrow. For people
Yeah,
that made it to the
And
end.
by the way, we decided that we were just going to run a little longer tonight, and not do the post show, just a little bit longer here for you guys. Trying to switch. Let's see. We got that. There we go. We'll switch to this.
This screen is a peeve of mine.
Okay.
Like
who am I going up against?
Ben
was
and
gonna go
I,
refill my
Ben and
drink.
I are so small. There's so much empty room on this screen.
This was set up to be a debate screen. I'm hoping eventually I can get new overlays made where the four windows are equal size.
Like we could just have.
And I need a better chat area that is the size of the chat. The size and the chat can be made larger or smaller, but it's always going to be these same dimensions because of the shitty tool that's out there that people use for Discord chats.
We should have layouts that are like for 1 cam, 2 cam, 3 cam, 4 cam.
that'd be great. I just suck at art, and I couldn't do it on my own.
This one gets on my goat.
Yeah,
because there's so much
I'll
wasted
bring
space.
I'll bring a laptop when we come to Seattle. Maybe I can help you out.
Yeah, I mean, this is for a debate where the two debaters should be the main
Yeah,
focus.
that makes sense. Like it totally makes sense when it's used for debate, but when it's used as a cut screen and there's so much empty space, it's like I'm bringing this up right now because
you're crabby.
No, because whoever did this might hear it and make us a new one.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. There you go. Make it happen. Make it happen. See, I was gonna get up and go get a drink, but now I'm bigger than everybody, so I can't leave.
Yeah, see, it has its advantages, and the donos are way bigger.
Yeah, that shows up. You can read that.
So
Wait, who loves my jacket?
if you guys want to hit us up with a few donos before the end of the stream, because we're gonna go for like 10 more minutes or so.
Well, I'm getting a drink. I can
Oh,
still
yeah,
hear
yeah,
you.
go
You're in my
ahead.
Yeah, I think I can hear you.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, we can hear you too. You have a wireless headset or something?
Yes.
That's-
I finally synced it up with my computer.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Are you taking a leak right now? What the fuck?
I said I'm getting a drink. Everybody says that. I'm pouring a drink.
Are you drinking
Do you
piss
not
right
know-
now?
Yeah, are you drinking your pee?
Do you not know the difference between liquid pouring into a cup and a toilet?
I don't.
Nobody does. Damn people.
Stand up.
We just hear like sprinkling water and we're like, oh, someone's pissing.
When I pee, I stand up.
Yes, it always happens.
How many here? How many people with a penis will sometime, if you get up late at night and you're too tired to stand up to pee, sit down and pee? Because I do sometimes. Yeah, if I'm like so tired, but I have to piss so bad I have to get up and pee, then I just sit and pee.
If I sit, it's because I think I might shit. That's the only reason.
No.
If I sit, it's because I got planned to shit. Do we have Magicus's article anywhere? 'Cause
Give me just a
Magicus is
second.
sad, and I hate when Magicus is sad.
Who's Magicus?
He's a patron of the show.
He look. I got a problem with him because he's kind of close to my boy Jamarcus. So I don't like that he's ripping off my boy Jamarcus's name.
Yeah, I don't. He's a 2-bit Jamarcus, I guess.
He's a 2-bit Jamarcus.
Like I like the original. Who is Magicus? I don't know Magicus.
If Magicus ever came to Seattle, would we take him to Mock's boarding house? Would that have to be a place he goes?
Yeah, Magicus would have to go there. He likes magic cards.
It has all the things you like. It has alcohol too, and food. Alcohol, food, and they sell like tabletop gaming dice that are crazy expensive. We covered this in one of our vlogs. You remember that?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, they have $370 buffalo bone dice or something. Bison bone dice.
Is it a yak? It's like yak or yak horn dice or something. What's he said he put it in content or where?
Where is it, Magicus? You're over here fantasizing about going to Seattle, you sicko. You sicko.
Since you're trying to be Jamarcus.
Lord Jamarcus.
Yeah.
Where is
I
it?
only listen to Lord Jamarcus. That's who I pay attention to.
Well, I guess it is Magicus is Jamarcus. But I refuse to call him Jamarcus because Magicus has Magic the Gathering in it. And I love Magic the Gathering. I like the name Magic. Magicus because it makes him sound like a total fucking nerd.
Who posted it?
I don't know. Magicus says
what is it? I don't know what it is.
Magicus,
here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I don't know what this is, but I'll put it up.
He said something about boobs.
I like boobs.
Final Fantasy VII Tifa pornography interrupts Italian Senate meeting. Fan-made clip played uninterrupted in Zoom call for roughly 30 seconds before it was finally switched off. An Italian Senate Zoom meeting was interrupted on Monday when a fan-made pornographic CGI video of the Final Fantasy VII character Tifa Lockhart hijacked the shared video feed. The meeting was streamed live on Facebook and on the Senato della Repubblica TV channel, which broadcasts live proceedings from the Italian government.
Yes.
Kotaku reported the pornographic clip played uninterrupted for roughly 30 seconds before it was finally switched off, and that the offending clip in its entirety has been removed from the VOD on Facebook. According to reports from these at the scene, a hacker is suspected to have hijacked the feed. The prankster's identity remains unknown.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, it's kind of funny. Because it was a Senate meeting, like their government and stuff, but man, porn is on regular TV in Italy. Absolutely.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, yes. Like late at night. Late at night, when I was in Italy, I stayed up like late at night and turned the TV on, and there was like girls doing weird stuff, like late at night, like answering the phone and doing what the callers would tell them to do and shit.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
This is what Magicus was harping on us all episode 4 and was so sad for. It is funny that it came in during a Zoom call, but I thought the Zoom call shit was like we had a CNN news anchor jerking off on camera. Remember that? When he got caught doing a JO session when he thought his browser was down? He had to go on an apology tour? Like, this is just some little hacker kid that played some Final Fantasy porn in a Zoom call. I thought this was going to be epic. Honestly, Magicus, I blame you for being so sad and into this story that I thought it was going to be so much bigger than this.
Yeah.
Huge fucking letdown. Mm-hmm. But it's funny enough.
It's okay. It's okay, Jamarcus. I still love you.
I want to know if Magicus only pushed this because he has a weird Tifa Lockhart fetish.
Who doesn't?
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Tifa Lockhart is?
Nope.
Like the damn Tifa Lockhart. You don't know who that is?
Yeah, Magicus like, Tifa's tits made the Italian Senate broadcast.
Yeah.
It's the Italian Senate. Like, who cares? What do they do over there? Talk about who gets unlimited breadsticks outside of a Olive Garden situation?
There's no Olive Garden in Italy.
Who gets unlimited breadsticks?
Now they're talking about Tifa's tits. They're talking about Tifa's tits right now. That's what they're talking about.
Does the titties be good? Is that what they said?
Yes.
That's my Italian voice.
Yes.
Does the titties be good?
That's such a weird Italian
It's
voice.
me. I like a titties. They be good. I'm such a good Italian voicer. Billy, got any kimchi farts on deck? No, I haven't had too many kimchi farts today. A literal Olive Garden. Thank you. Yeah, if this was actual Olive Garden, obviously everybody would get unlimited breadsticks. because at Olive Garden, your family. But in the Italian Senate, they have to dictate who gets unlimited breadsticks.
In America, at a restaurant, you get unlimited breadsticks. In Italy, you pay for everything on your table.
Well,
yes,
everything's unlimited if you're rich enough.
There's also, well, you're still paying for it, but you have unlimited money to pay for it with.
Yeah, like if you're a billionaire, you have unlimited whatever you want.
Yes, if you're a billionaire. Yes, Billy. Good point.
Yeah. So I think it's not fair to advertise unlimited breadsticks to me when somebody who we're supposed to be equal.
Oh, you're not equal.
We're supposed to be equal. That's what it said in the Castle Doctrine, whatever the fucking
Castle
Doctrine. What do they call that? What do they call the covenant? What's the
Constitution?
The Constitution. Yeah, the Constitution says we're supposed to be equal.
The Castle Doctrine.
And I can't have unlimited Cadillacs or unlimited cat girls. Like what the fuck? Billionaires can have unlimited. You ever see these girls that fly to Dubai and get all the gross stuff done to them?
Yeah.
It's nasty. And those guys get unlimited Instagram girls. I get very limited Instagram girls. It's not right.
There was the one Instagram girl that got like trolled into thinking she was talking to some Saudi prince, and she agreed to like bang a 15-year-old or something.
13 and horses and stuff and get pooped on.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she was necessarily trolled or not. Like the videos.
Was she like? Was it a sting?
No, it's like these guys get them to do these videos and get it on camera so that if they try and like manipulate them, they just ruin their lives by releasing the video of them saying they'll do all this illegal stuff.
But wasn't this leaked by trolls or something? I think that's how it got leaked.
Maybe.
I think she was catfished into thinking it. I believe so.
Oh, Monty.
Yeah. Billy.
What are we going to do?
Stay friends.
Always. I mean,
Yes.
coming up to episode 1000, you're coming to Seattle? Like,
yeah, we're coming to Seattle. Like we're gonna fund this.
Okay.
And our show's not at 100%. I'm just gonna make a GoFundMe tomorrow.
Okay.
For the price of the tickets. So we're gonna do a show. We wanted to do our big relaunch, but we don't have the intro ready yet. But actually, I'm gonna talk to y'all after. I'm not gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an idea.
All right.
It'll give me some time.
Lord Magicus says Billy only wants to see Mog's fat robot ass. I don't know what that is.
What is? Yeah, you're speaking another language to me right now.
But of course, I want to see that now that you brought it up. Of course. Christ.
Mog's fat robot ass.
Yeah, like literally. I want to see Tifa's tits too. Hey, sweet boys and sexy voice, Monty. What's up, isolation agorist?
Well, thank you, isolation agorist. I'm the sexiest voice on YouTube. Remember, Dries is the second. Okay. Just putting that out there.
But can you compare with Tifa's tits or Mog's robotic ass?
What Mog's robotic ass? What world is this?
Nothing on those.
Yeah, everybody wants to see. Obviously, they want to see the robotic ass. They want to see Tifa's tits. We all want this.
I'm so confused.
We all want Mog's robo bussy.
Bussy.
Yes.
You know, I realized we don't have to wait till the show's over.
But I want it.
I'm gonna type in Mog's robotic ass and see what comes up because I can do it on my phone.
I don't even know who Mog is.
Mog is it? I'm getting King of the R words. What the hell?
Okay.
Magicus, what else do I have to put in to find this robotic ass? Jeez. I'm going to type for the Italian Senate Tifa first. Because I'll watch that. Italian Senate Tifa stream. Tifa stream. Let me see if I can find and see this top tier prawn. Motherfucker. YouTube. I don't want to see it on YouTube. This better be. It's better. Magicus, why don't you send me this stuff in DMs? You obviously know all about it.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Jamarcus.
Why are you not giving me all this stuff that you bring up? You're just dangling carrots. You're dangling carrots, and it's perverse. It's rather perverse.
It's
Magicus.
degenerate.
Yeah, you're a degenerate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't find this porn.
Is it this thing?
Is it on screen or no?
Let's see. Is it this thing?
Ooh, you look just like Buddy Holly. Mog is the big fat thing Kate Sith rides on.
Yes.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I want to see that dumpy robo ass. Do you have access to that dumpy robo ass?
You want me to draw it for you, Billy?
Oh God, yeah.
I'll draw it on one of my streams on my channel.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh,
It'll
fuck
just
ridiculous.
It'll just be them from the back, and you'll see that ass just
thick,
and it'll have a handprint on it. It'll already have a handprint on it.
Mog bussy.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
It'll be free slap just for you.
Magicus, why haven't you sent me this Senate porn Zoom call? I want to see the Zoom call, Magicus. You're running around with your you-know-what, showing it to you-know-who, and I can't even see
His
it.
hoo-ha?
I think so, yeah.
He's showing his hoo-ha?
Yeah.
Hoo-ha, put you all in check. A hoo-ha.
Oh, and my phone is being a bitch. Stop it. It's been plugged in all this time. Stop telling me. Okay. Yeah, start now. Dumbass.
Yeah, I just gotta say, Magicus, you really dropped the ball sending that fucking article and not giving me and Ben and Monty private DMs to the actual nitty gritty, the nitty gritty.
Yeah, why don't I get to see Tifa's tits, Jamarcus?
I would
Why
like the
don't I
first
get to see
time. I would like the first time I ever see Tifa Lockhart to be on Italian Senate Zoom call naked.
Yeah.
Is she doing dirt, or is she just getting like booby stuff? Is she like, ooh, look at my boobs? Or is she yeah, or is she getting destroyed? Is like the Buster Sword going up her ass?
Yeah. Yeah, what is it? What is
Is the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy, or is that from something else?
Yeah. Yeah, Buster Sword is from Final Fantasy.
Pretty proud of myself for knowing that.
Are you?
Yeah, I never played 1 second of Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 7 is awesome.
Yeah.
I played the
Which is
original
why they
Final
did the remake.
Fantasies.
Well, according to Nick Fuentes, storming the Capitol was awesome.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it came full circle.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
So here's the deal. Do I believe Monty and Final Fantasy 7, or do I believe Nick Fuentes and January 6th?
You believe me.
I'm believing you,
me.
Monty, 100%. No question.
Yeah, and look, for the I can't remember the name of you people. Get a better name, because
You people?
Fuck white people.
I can't believe you would say that to my Mayo brethren. I don't want to say that white people are the best, but I will say unequivocally, white people white people are the best foods. That's a good Mayo brand, right?
There you go.
Almonds?
The best foods.
Yeah. No, I keep trolling Hannibal whenever I talk to him on the phone. He's in a studio session right now. That's why he couldn't show up. He's got some actual big shit going on, like some major label shit. So he couldn't make it. But I keep saying, in Seattle, you're eating that chowder, right?
Eating that chowder.
Like, yeah, I'm going to eat the chowder.
He's eating all types of chowder.
I'm watching Tifa Lockhart get railed. Not even good railing either. It's decent, but it's she's on her belly to the bed, and there's a gentleman riding her from behind. I don't want to say riding either. It's hard to explain that position. Is it lotus? Is it lotus position?
All right.
I don't know. I don't do a lot of these positions myself.
Drowsy God's mayonnaise blood is boiling. I'm sorry, Drowsy God. I still love you.
No. My mayonnaise blood is boiling. Magicus says, wait, do you have the video? Yeah, I just watched the video, Magicus. Somebody better than you sent it to me quicker than you.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
We had an hour and a half
That's
of
not
you to
Sweet
load
Boy
us up. Oh, that's not Sweet Boy. That's Real Boy.
Are you? You're a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Pinocchio.
I am. I'm a real boy. You the whole time you're crying. We didn't watch your article. You could have at least sent us the damn video so we'd know what we were going up towards. Instead, we read a 40 word clip about this is the Tifa and Shineka on his naughty. I'm like, okay, that was a cool article. Where's the bits? Where's the bits? I want to see. You should draw the video appropriate for YouTube. It's not that interesting. Like with Shanny for Christ porn.
Oh my god,
that was interesting. This just looks like whatever this Tifa character is, and she's laid on her belly.
Wait a minute. That was interesting?
Yeah.
I don't think the Shanny porn was interesting. That's not what I'd call it.
What, you call it hot and sexy? Was that where you're going with it?
No. I couldn't get erect for a week after watching that the first time.
Yeah, I'm the type of guy that I can look in the eye of danger. And
So you said after watching it, is that because you come so hard while you were watching
drain
it?
Yourself? Technically, they are
that
white.
Why you couldn't get?
Shanny is a white woman.
It's because I saw it. Look. Hannibal's right. I do have a type. Shanny does not fall into that category. I'm sorry. Especially after, and let me say this, because bitch, I didn't forget about you. If you see this, somebody's gonna clip this and show it to her. Bitch, I didn't forget about you.
Whoa.
When Hurricane Ida hit, she commented on one of my updates saying that she hopes God's whirlwind teaches me a lesson.
Oh God.
That was bad enough. After that, your fucking bitch-titted husband, the one with the womanly hips, the one.
Hey, folks.
The one that.
Folks.
Yeah. Your little bitch of a man.
Yeah.
Your little pretend man that you have.
Yes. Yeah.
Decided, and I'm sorry, we're not on Twitch, so I can say this. Decided to call me a fat fucking bitch-titted nigger.
Yeah, I saw that.
From him. I have not forgotten about that. I've had real life shit going on. And guess what? I'm done with my real life shit. Y'all are getting dealt with.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
So there you go. I'm done. I didn't forget. I just have real shit going on. I didn't have time for your bullshit. And I love open racists. I love when a motherfucker will come to my face and call me a nigger, because it is so much fun to roast your ass. Get ready for it. I'm done. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
My dick's hard thinking about it right now. That's what gets me
So
hard.
Shanny gets you hard?
Oh yeah. When shit like that comes up, oh yeah. Yeah, hard as fuck. I'm about to roast the fuck out of her.
All right.
I can't wait.
Well, I happen to know Shanny loves roasts.
Spit roasts?
Pot roasts.
Oh.
Rump roasts.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it was I sat and watched Billy draw all the Shanny and Rev porn. And it was we did it on a private show, and it's all just like Rev's like just this little thing behind this just like massive thing, and Rev's just going yeah. And Shane's like, yeah, fuck me, yeah, fuck me, Rev, oh my God, like that.
You know my favorite part. I do have a favorite part of the Shanny and Rev porn, is when she's trying to give that baby carrot a blowjob, and she's trying to suck it, and he's like, oh, the suction.
Oh yeah.
The suction. Who says that?
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Who says the suction when getting a blowjob? Oh, the suction.
Rev.
The suction. Oh my God.
Rev,
You're
you
like
want to put that baby carrot in my poom poom and make some kosher?
You're like a dirt devil and a Hoover and a fucking Dyson all in one, Shanny. Whoa, the suction.
Hey, Rev, yeah, the carpet matches the drapes. There's cat shit on it. Boom, 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 boom.
I cannot compete with your art. I can't compete with it.
That, my friends, is gross.
We need to do a live version of Thanks I'm Also an Artist.
Thanks.
When Monty can do it.
Me and Monty could artist off.
Yes.
Actually, I have a tablet and I can put it as my main screen.
Yeah, that's
I can come do that.
Yeah, we can do that here.
Yeah. I can set it as my main screen from here with the setup I have now. I'm trying to get my show computer here so we can do the full show from where I am.
Nice.
But yeah, we're working on that.
We are going to wrap it up now. Thanks to everyone who watched and supported, and sign up for Patreon. If you're watching this now and you're not a patron, we need you now more than ever. If you can sign up, become a patron, get yourself something good. We're doing a bonus show, a private show tomorrow. We're doing one tomorrow. We're doing one a week after that. We've got all sorts of other content coming out. There's new stuff up on DP On Demand also, and I'll be sending out the access codes to all the $25 plus DP On Demand patrons tomorrow morning. So, yeah.
And go over and Monty, you and Hannibal will be doing the shit show soon, you said? Or...
Yes, Wednesday there will be another shit show. Or no, Monday will be another shit show.
All right, cool.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Y'all will see us doing shit shows.
Go follow them if you're not. You 100% probably are already, because we got a lot of overlap, tight knit community here. And
yes, we do.
We always love having you. Thank you for hanging with us tonight.
Thanks for having me on. Sorry Hannibal couldn't be here.
I know.
Shit got in the way.
I saw him. I was talking to him on Instagram a little bit tonight, and he's working. So I'm glad to hear that, getting it in, even if he's not making hits for me.
Oh, that's happening. Look, we're coming early. I'm booking the flight so we get a week before the show.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a week.
There's gonna be all kinds of insane content coming out of that too.
We're gonna have a week to hang out. Like, we're not just coming for one show. We're coming to hang out with y'all.
All right.
For an extended period of time.
Yeah.
So, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go big.
Hell yeah! I love that. Have a good night, Monty. Have a good night, Ben. Have a good night, audience. Everybody, be sweet. Don't forget, if Nick Fuentes wins, we don't lose. We just have to become America last.
There you go. And
Good
Ben
night.
and Billy, I'm going to hit y'all up later. I'm going to go check on my house guests.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for having me on. I'll hit y'all up later. I'll text you.
All right. Good night, everybody.